decide how we're going to start this episode. We have no clue what's going on. We're just back, live on Dragonborn Industries for the next instalment of the Starfinder podcast. I'm Ian, the Dragonborn Bard, and I'll be your games master for this campaign. I'm joined as always by my lovely friends. We are down at Tamsin tonight, who is in Riga, or on her way back from Riga. I'm not actually too sure, to be honest, but she's going to message in if she hears anything. She's like, Calix, we'll do this. So there'll be a 10-second delay on that, because I think she's in chat and watching live. I think she's wishing the best on surviving the Koshorian beasties. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But hello, welcome to everyone, and thank you again for joining us here live on Twitch. And if you're watching on YouTube and stuff, hi. And if you're listening on the podcast, hey, welcome. It's good to have you there. Got an ASMR for them.
I feel dirty.
But I guess we'll start tonight's announcements with Steph. I'm going to hand over to you.
And so you shall.
Greetings, meat sacks. It is I, your favourite artificial intelligence advertisement droid, Zeta-38669. Nice. Here with a repeat message for your waxy listening canals to absorb and process. I have learned that repetition helps your primitive grey matter spheres to retain, so I will give this information slowly and use small words. Warrior Prince 3D is your one-stop shop for all your 3D printing needs. From miniatures and terrain to cosplay items and figurines, Richard W. Prince has everything you could... Searching for word... Imagine. What is imagine? Processing data for later analysis. Fill your basket to the brim and use the exclusive permanent code to the stars for 10% off your order, and fill your dwellings with high-quality 3D prints that may bring you much joy. 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 Don't delay! Visit www.warriorprince3d.etsy.com or doom scroll through the endless pictures of Instagram at WarriorPrince3D today. This is Zeta-38669. Nice. Now to ponder the concept of joy.
Thank you very much. The idea that Zeta is now breaking their own programming and the androids dream of electric sheep.
See, I watched you write that as I was asking you a million questions about where you went to uni whilst forking a curry. How did you Anyway, concentrate.
I'm just a conduit for these things.
Nothing says.
So you went to Kent.
Alex just porking away at his curry. Thank you to Warrior Prince 3D. Please go check out their stuff. Absolutely awesome. Rich gives every care and detail to his prints and the aftercare process. Please go check them out. Use that code to the stars to get you 10% off. But we also have a discount code for Roll and Play Press with these cool little toolkits that I've got. Things like the map library, which is coming out. Also things like one-shot wonders. Use that code Dragonborn10. You'll get 10% off your orders for anything at rollandplaypress.com. Apart from, obviously, shipping, which I have no say in whatsoever. But we do have a new announcement to make, as we have a new supporter of the show with Loki Battle Mats, who got in touch recently and sent out a load of the side-by battle mats, which are really, really awesome. For those who haven't seen Loki before, I think a few of the players here at the table have seen me use them before. These are gridded map books where, this is a huge one, just a plain floor, right the way through to things like desert terrain, glowing temple,
Nice.
inside of a ship. They're awesome, and what's really, really cool is I have another one of these big ones, and you can put them together, and all of those walkways all match up, so you can make really, really big maps.
Dope.
And they're also quite handy and carryable about. So the A4 size one, which has a few different variants in it, again, is really, really easy, and it's a white, clean map, which is freaking awesome. Saves you having to crinkle up your battle maps. But they did send me something in particular. The Deck of Many Insults. So this is coming out, I believe, in August. And they sent it to us so that we can do a little fun thing each week where I'm going to draw from the Deck of Many Insults and just see what kind of things come up. So I've shuffled these, which the guys have just seen me do behind it, but I haven't actually read them. I've seen one of them on a TikTok, but apart from that, I'm
It's
gonna.
all new.
Yeah, nice little thing. What I really like is, obviously, you were seeing it earlier, and I was going to show you something, Alex.
Yeah.
When they've got the language advisory on the front of the box. On the back of each card is a dragon showing you its fiery butthole.
Hooray.
That, for a start,
Nice.
is a nice touch, and they're really nice cards. But let's draw from the deck of many insults. You can smell the potion, but cannot locate the flask.
Yeah.
Fairly highbrow, that one.
It's fairly highbrow.
Yeah.
Bro.
For a card with a dragon butthole on it, yeah.
Yeah. Should we do one more? Just a starting week?
Yeah.
You've more faces than a mimic that specialises in clocks.
Oh!
Oh shit! These could be quite good for vicious mockery.
Yeah.
So that's quite good.
I feel that TJ should have some for Dispiriting Taunt.
Oh, now that could be quite good.
Yeah.
I want to play with them first because they're mine.
That's fine, I'll
I'm going to
make
do one more
my
because it's the
own.
opening week of them. Those of us who doubted you now have a real and valid reason to continue to do so.
Can I borrow these for work? just
But so I think that that's really cool, and the idea that I think the idea that sprung to mind for me was like with D&D doing vicious mockery. So like all the time, like even like with get-ems, and you're like, ah, get 'em, or like vicious mockery, like I say
would
something,
Never.
but like it's one of those things where you can be like, okay, draw it, and yeah, there you go. And I think along with things like the roll and play press random tables, I really like the idea of like pulling it out. So each week I'm gonna, when we do this announcement, I'm gonna draw one of the cards out and insult you guys, or during the stream, what I might do is if there's a moment where I feel like I want to insult you with the deck and things, I might do that as well. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you to Loki Battle Mats, and especially with the neck of Denny deck of many insults, which is coming out really soon. Please go check them out. And finally, merch. I'm actually, for once, not wearing any. Yeah.
Fucker. Sorry.
It's laundry day, like half a week ago, and I've still not done it. So this grot bag, who is stinking today. Oh, and I am stinking. You can get merch though, clean merch. I might just buy clean t-shirts rather than wash them. You can get those at our website, which is dragonbornindustries.com, and we've got things that are like the Starfinder campaign, our Painting the Monster Manual show, along with all of the regular core stuff that we do there. But apart from that, if there's not anything else from me, is there anything? Oh, TikTok. Again, remember the Starfinder podcast TikTok. It's just starfinder.podcast.
Yeah, and we could do with people liking stuff, because I don't think TikTok thinks we're real at the moment.
Yeah, it's quite strange.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But also, live show in August is happening, so if you are in the vicinity, pavilions, we are going to be live on the 18th on the Sunday. But Ian is also doing Paint Up Monster Manual with the amazing Rich on the Saturday. There's going to be amazing vendors and venues. So check it out. Comic, movie and anime fest.
Falmouth, Cornwall. I'm hoping to vend there for dice. Not confirming that yet because I'm still like really behind on my orders as it is. But I might be doing. I think I'm doing a dice set for the giveaway vote for the cosplay contest. So that's one of the ones I'm working on at the moment. But I think that's it for announcements. So I guess we're going to be jumping into tonight's episode of Starfinder.
and I'm just sat there like I'm way too early for the train now.
And way too late for the start of the show. After thwarting the plans of an undercover smuggling operation, the crew of Orion's Hope finish their investigations and evidence gathering and begin to plan their next move. With a bit of time on their hands and a vision of more of these mysterious Guardian orbs, one specifically here on Koshoria, the crew must decide what they must do next. You find yourselves in the late afternoon of a warm day here in Cassiopeia. The pink-purple aura above shifts and moves like that of a gently disturbed surface of water. At this point, we'll probably say that you guys are in Cassiopeia North, maybe outside of Calix's family home, all back together as a group, as you try and decide what your next course of action will be. I hand over to you guys. And just FYI, I will obviously be playing Calix tonight. Unless Tamsin can message in time. I'll hand over to you, the players.
Out of character, were we literally heading to somewhere right now?
I think we decided we were gonna
Follow the orb.
follow the Orby Brick Road.
It was northwest.
Up the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Temple up the mountain.
Yeah, because we worked out we couldn't. We were going to try and use the ship, but we didn't think we could.
Yes. Onward.
Onward. Giddy up.
Do we need anything pre-journey?
No.
Has everyone got hiking boots and?
I've never been hiking
You've got
before.
your
but
hiking elbow.
I can fly, so.
Absolutely, they're platformed.
Food?
Can you carry anyone when you're flying?
Anyone got food? Because I'm
Carry
not
what?
packing for everyone again.
No, I've not got food.
You've got plenty of food on the ship. Take some of
We can't take the shit. You
that. No, take it
dummy.
off the ship. Take it with us.
Okay.
Like a picnic.
Like a packed Lunchable.
Oh, do we
Lunchable.
still have? You remember when we were in the Dutchy system and we had that handy little campy thing that we took with us? Do we still have that, or did Vorag fuck off with it?
I definitely don't have it.
Well, remember we went out into the wilderness and we had that nice little heater thing that we took with us to keep us warm at night. And we shared stories and emotions, and it was lovely.
I have no recollection.
That sounds like a Vorag thing, if I'm honest.
Fuck Vorag.
Can't see it help out the dead.
Well, just did. Lol. That's what
Yeah,
I would have wanted.
should we grab some rations off the ship? And
Yep.
Sure. Sorry.
Calix would be like, yeah, I think that'd be good. I mean, obviously, the nature around, I'm pretty sure that, you know, a lot of the foraging happens in the local area, but there's probably food as well along the way. But
Just to be sure.
yeah, for sure. I really agree.
I don't think salad's going to sustain most of us.
No, not you guys. Also, maybe we need to ask anything that might be ahead on this journey of those who have already been on it or know more about it, rather than just going on it like a start point or anything like that.
Do we have any idea how long this journey will be?
We should have asked Andromeda that, but we didn't.
I mean, we
Always
still
go
can.
back, yeah.
We're still
We're
here.
tight now, so.
Best buds.
Yeah, you saved her life, so I reckon she owes you.
At least one. Arm.
A,
So
where
she's
do we
gone.
start? B, how long is it going to take? C, what do we need to take? Thanks, Mum.
Can I have some pocket money? Yes.
There might be a souvenir shop at the top.
Can you imagine if there was a souvenir shop at the top? Oh my goodness, I'd get 3 fridge magnets, a keychain for
What's French?
Linda.
I doubt it's a tourist spot.
How would you know, Casimir?
I mean, it sounds like a very sacred place. I don't think any old chump's going to be coming along and,
Chump.
you know.
Well,
I've also got an Everfull mug. It allows me to like pour water, so we're not going to run out of water on our journey.
wonderful.
It should keep it at a comfortable temperature as well.
Very useful, Calix. Thank you.
I don't think, personally, that we might not need the heater. This place is quite warm, but I've never been further really than Cassiopeia and the plains here. I haven't. I've never entered the Living Dream.
Oh, is that what they're calling it? Is it the living dream?
That's the name of the jungle.
Oh,
Okay.
sexy.
That one out.
Yeah, kept that one bloody quiet.
I would have been straight in there.
Sounds like it's full of purple mushrooms.
It does, yeah.
Let's go.
If you eat a purple mushroom and
You.
incapacitate yourself, I shall not be attempting to carry you to the
That's
top.
fine, don't worry, I'm sure I
Maybe
can
save them
handle
for later.
myself. Alright, get them on the ship.
I'll carry you. It's all right. Knock yourself out,
Keep them in
buddy.
your mouth.
How much would one bulk of mushrooms be?
Quite big. Oh,
One bulk of mushrooms
One
would be
bulk.
one bulk of mushrooms.
Like a bushel? A foot?
This is where we get to unwieldy in the
Yeah.
mechanics, because like things like, for example, like the big arm lock that you were wearing. That's only like 1-2 bulk, but because it's so big, it's unwieldy. Did your chair just go like,
Did, yeah.
Yeah.
The podcast listeners, Steph nearly fell off the chair.
I could have died.
It's not far to fall for her though, so we're not too worried.
Seen. Or worse, expelled.
So unwieldy means that like it takes 2 hands to do it. So I think if you were to have a bulk of mushrooms, it would become unwieldy. It's not going to be like
Yeah, but if it's in my cheeks.
Now you can store up to
Yeah.
one book in your cheeks.
Exactly.
With the sub-race cheek pouches, just like you also have Moxie,
Yeah.
which is you can stand up as a swift action.
Yeah.
Which
I've never got to use because I'm immovable.
You'd have to take everything
How
else out of
many
your cheeks.
mushrooms?
I've only got my golf club in there at the moment.
Oh,
so.
yes, of course.
yeah, it
That
would
thing
be.
you can put in cheeks.
Yeah, I think at this point we're at like wholesale and we have to like weigh them in like bulk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's
A lot of mushrooms.
yeah, it's a lot of mushrooms. You have a full cheek, like a full. I don't think you'd be talking.
No.
I reckon
no.
you could sell them for quite a bit though.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Calix will pipe up. If you know, not many people come and go from here, and only the Aslanti have really been around on the ground, and I mean, actually, it could be really good for our cooking show, and it could also be really good as a nice little side hustle. Now that I think I'm jobless.
We'll sell drugs. Love it. Brilliant. Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that. Maybe let's keep things legal for now.
I have some connections.
We'll talk. In the meantime, shall we chat to Andromeda about what lies ahead?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, cool. So mid-afternoon, you can make your way across to east, where the farming district, again, everyone is sort of still like helping out. Andromeda is probably now under a sunshade over by one of the ponds near the back, and there's like a really elegant water feature that's essentially like a self-perpetuating wheel of these little wooden buckets that keeps going round, and it makes this really nice noise and like sploosh as it goes in, and then and it's like a continuous pouring out of a small amount of liquid. And you can work your way across to her, and again, before you even like manage to like get the first word, her head turns towards and she's like, "Ah, Calix and friends, how can I help?"
We were wondering if you sort of knew how long the journey would be to get to this temple.
You're looking to make the trek. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Spill, bitch.
Very
Informative.
indeed.
Very
Travelling-
indeed.
The journey normally takes around 7 days, give or take, to get to the foot of Mount Allure.
To get to the foot.
The climb there afterwards can take anywhere from a day to 3, depending on.
I mean, Calix is fine. Calix can climb.
Oh, you shouldn't need to climb, but it is steep, and there are hazards along the way. It's been a long time since I made my journey, but the oracles at the top, the trip is arduous for a reason. You will get a glimpse of who you are, who you could be, and what you could become at the top.
Has anyone other than your species made this journey before, that you know of?
Not that I'm aware of. We are the only larger tribe around. Anybody who has left and made their own will find their own way to Mount Allure, but from here, most of the things that you will find along the way are beasts, monsters. It's called the living dream. That's what we call the jungle, because we have a connection with it that some of the things that you see there you could only have imagined in a dream, yet they're there. Sometimes they are hostile, sometimes they are not. But that is all part of the journey of this pilgrimage that our people go on. We also, I don't know how much Calix has told you about the Great Web, and she like gestures to the sky, this like pink and purple aura. We are very in tune with the great tapestry that weaves through the universe, and this place we call home and Mount Allure is one of the main nexus points between the realms. Sometimes things slip through the net, through the tapestry. That is also things that you might find in the jungle. But this changes one day to another.
Okay.
Gotta say, guys, I'm looking forward to a leg stretcher. Not had a hike in a while.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been mainly ship stuff, I suppose, isn't it?
I mean, I assume this is like a rite of passage to climb this thing as well.
Yes.
Does flying count?
For you, it would be fine. Some,
See you later, losers.
Bye, Rose.
and again,
Gone.
for those who have made
Actually, on the other side.
for those of the Decimar who have already made their transition from Imstar to Imago, also this is acceptable. They say that many years ago, when the metal birds came from the sky, which we now know to be ships, men of green tried to make the trek, and they tried to use their vessels, but they crashed and they were brought down from the sky. So I would maybe suggest not. And you guys can all make a culture check with men of green, by the way. Maybe not take your vessel, but the Calix, should they want to learn something about themselves at the end of this, they will have to take it on foot. Again, Calix looks worried, like they're being forced to make a decision that they don't necessarily want to make yet. And Andromeda, I can sense your trepidation, Calix. You do not have to make the change if you do not want to. You may find yourself on top of Mount Allure and realise that you want to stay as you are. That is completely fine. It is your life and your choice to make. Calix, like, okay, thank you.
17 culture.
17.
25.
25.
12.
12?
12.
24.
24, cool. Anybody over 15? Men of Green, you are thinking that Aslanti Empire soldiers who wear this like green armour with like a full face shield that has like a single eye lens. It's like a light in the middle of it. I want to show you an image of them because they're very picturesque. Like they're when they say Men of Green, those of you with that will go, oh yeah, okay, this is what they mean, because these are the stories that you hear about the Aslanti. These battle forces that in the Empire are renowned for their power and their ruthlessness, if I'm being honest. And one of the interesting things is the Empire itself only consists of about 12 planets. Well, 12 systems, sorry, not 12 planets. The NIS system, the system you're in, is one of them. So to call themselves an empire compared to like the Pact Worlds and things like that is actually quite arrogant, you would think, especially for the Starfinders and for things like that. But they are most definitely ruling it like an empire. And they believe themselves to be greater than anybody else. And they are ancient citizens of Galarion, this missing planet. But they left before the gap. Way before the gap. There you go.
Ooh.
So,
Interesting.
yeah. So Men of Green and this system, you're instantly like, oh, it's these guys. And for podcast listeners, if you have the core rulebook, it's page 495. And that's not an android or a robot. That is a person in there. That is a full suit of armor. Yeah, really, really cool. Yeah, so you get that the Aslanti came and tried to also go there, but something obviously went wrong, and yeah, you don't see them here now, and you've heard that they've sort of gone, well, this planet's kind of worthless to us, so we'll just leave these low-level creatures to themselves.
Sounds like they got butthurt. They couldn't get up the mountain.
They didn't try very hard.
No. Like, oh, we couldn't get up, and now we're going to go home.
Oh no, we couldn't get with our ships. I forgot we had legs.
What are those?
My sneakers.
I feel like in Ace Ventura when he gets shot in the legs and he's like, ah!
Well, we know we have legs, and we know how to use them, so...
Already a step ahead.
A step ahead! I'm so proud
We're
of you,
gonna get along
Kaz!
just fine. So we're gonna get some rations and then.
And please take anything you need from town, from the village. You know, if you need food, if you need anything else for water, anything we can offer, we will. I mean, we don't have much. We're quite simple people. But maybe Ipo and Namor have something, or maybe, you know, maybe there's something left over from the people who had a horrible hand to play.
I think we're all pretty geared, to be honest.
Ooh.
I think we're
Could do
being
with the
cocky and
food.
confident.
Your biggest worry will probably be the environment itself. It gets extraordinarily hot within the Living Dream.
we stick together, we should be alright. Should be alright.
Is there any shops?
Space Tesco.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, it's I don't suppose there are any healing serums on this planet, are there?
No, all the healing that we do is done via our magic usually, and herbs and.
Drugs. Got it. Okay, cool.
But you could talk to
Mushroom?
the Dynatech people, but to Commander Epo and Neymar, they may have something they can give you.
I've got one on me.
That's not enough.
I know. I'm
we'll
just
ask-
displaying inventory.
We're very accident prone, aren't
We'll ask Epo and Neymar. I also want to
sounds
see if I can get like a little papoose for the orb to carry him around, because
yes.
otherwise I've got too many things.
I mean, there's many
I
dozen
can
on
make
here that
you one
could
of those.
reach
Yeah.
you.
Calix, could you make me a little papoose?
It might take me a few hours, but yeah,
That's
I can,
cool.
They talk about like making you a sling that's got like. I will let Tamsin
Yeah.
flavour that out, but essentially it'd be like a sling that you could have around there that like when what's the orb things that you see in Lord of the Rings that they can look through and hit in
Oh, the-
like the eyes.
Palantir.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Palantir.
I had to get that. I couldn't leave that.
You know how like Gandalf keeps on him like it's own little
Yeah.
thing, and it's like it's almost like a bowling ball cleat.
Yeah,
It's essentially one of those that Calix
Yeah.
could make for you.
because I think it's helpful to maybe have it out instead of in the glove all the time, because it is actually very useful. You're very useful, and I appreciate you.
What could we put in the glove?
I think it's
I've
like
got plenty of things to put in the glove,
Can
like
I get in the glove?
you put
grenades.
multiple small things in there, or one big
yeah.
thing.
One thing up to.
One thing up
Two.
to. So
Yeah.
I can put all sorts in here, like a mushroom, or drugs, or healing
you could
serums,
put all those
One
mushrooms.
drug,
a
please.
weapon, or Dave. No, Dave's bigger than that.
Yeah,
mean,
bigger than two
We
balls.
ought to also think about the fact of this thing possibly being an orb, possibly not. Are we okay with stealing from a temple?
Depends what we find up there.
I think it's more of a find out what's there,
And then
and
take it.
maybe decide how we go about
We'll
it.
see how Roy feels about it as well.
Yeah, Roy will tell us.
Roy will let us know.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe Epo and Neymar have a magic cooling spray.
Gonna send a little message to Epo and Neymar. Epo and or Neymar, sup, dude? Where you at?
Could we raid the lab?
Yeah, it wouldn't take long for you to get a message back, and they've got comms with you, so they're like,
Yeah.
hello, it's good to hear from you. I am currently just making my way around south at the moment, just clearing up anything that we may have missed. But do you need me for anything?
I just want to ask if you've got any, if there might be any healing serums, hanging about that we could take. And also, if everyone's got any sort of like handheld fans or anything, we're going to make a bit of a journey. Please.
Can I make a check to see if it's something I can possibly make?
Healing serum.
Or cooling.
Oh.
So you know that your armor has environmental protections which will keep you cool for a certain amount of hours or days equal to its level. So you have that amount of protection. As for something that keeps you cool, have you got anything cryo on you?
Cryo.
Oh, I do.
If you have something cryo, you might be able to jimmy
Or
something.
am I mixing that up with
I think you've got a cryo pistol.
a hail pistol Sub-Zero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they would say, if you meet me in
In the middle.
no, it would. Where are you currently?
We be chilling with Andromeda currently in the farming district.
If you wait there, I will meet you there, and I will take you to the medical lab there.
Ah, awesome sauce. Cheers, boy. Epo's coming.
Cool.
Do you have anything cryo on you?
Not me, no.
No. I think
Not the
with
opposite. Solar.
yeah.
Solar.
It's getting really hot out here.
Yeah. Flamed Oscar.
I think with if you think that if you did, you could potentially run maybe like a cooling system around your around one person's armor basically, but that would take time to basically upgrade the armour, it would have to have an upgrade slot. So it would put like a cooling tank in there and then work on it. But you feel like it's something that you definitely could do.
Just not right now.
Yeah, without the proper.
Not time frame.
Yeah,
Would you destroy the weapon in the process?
it would. Yes.
Yes, I imagine.
I'm not willing to let this go.
In that case, we are going hotter.
Going in hot.
The other problem with the environment is a lot of the pollens and spores can have effects on you.
Yeah,
I'm
eat
sorted,
that
I'm fine.
Shit.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm fine.
And again, if you make a... Give me an engineering check.
Fuck.
Everybody can do that.
Ooh.
You're beating a 10, basically.
That one.
But is your engineering a +9?
6.
Cool. Bruce has no clue.
22.
22.
5.
25.
Oh, okay.
21.
Yeah, cool. Anybody above 10, basically, like, your suits, again, will protect you against things like pollen and stuff, again, for an amount of hours up to days worth in things. So if you're running, for example, when you get to the hottest point, and it's maybe like, you don't know if it's a day, 2 days, 3 days, 2 hours, your environmental protection's for that long, and then they run out, and then you get hit by a spore storm. It's a case of gauging where and when is the best time to use it, but you're not going to know that until you're further into the jungle. But mechanically, it's a case of like, we have to then track the hours usage on your suits, which I will just ask you. I've got a little table here, and I'll write it all down.
I've got 5 days worth.
I've got 6.
So, where do you check that, sorry?
So, in your inventory, you should have armour,
Oh, hang on,
and
let's
you should
look
have
at
an
an
item level.
Item level
Well, you
6.
can actually just click on it and go down a bit. It says hours of protection.
Some of them.
Hey, Festos, let's go.
You've got, because you've got your total hours and hours remaining.
Yeah.
Awesome. So even better. So the armour that you're wearing.
Fuck. 48.
Yeah. So yeah, that's level 2 armour. You've got 48 hours. Level 5 armour. You're looking at 5 days.
120 hours for me.
Yeah.
144.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do you know, I thought 48 days. I was like,
Oh,
better
you
than all
fucking saw it right now.
If anyone needs, so where's your armour? Environmental protection there.
Cool.
There you go.
There's loads and loads of pirate armour, so if people need a tiny little bit of a boosty
I could
boost,
probably do with a boost.
I've stashed a load in the ship.
Boost it for all boost. Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, now is the time to, like, if you want to change into a different armour, you have the time to do it.
I didn't really want to, but what did you say those?
So the freebooter armour, I've got freebooter 2, but all the others are freebooter 1. Freebooter.
That's what it's called, yeah.
Can I type
which
that in?
does give a nice tasty little boost.
I'm sure
48
it was
hours.
Worse than what I had on.
If it's worse than what
It
you've
might-
had,
it might
like,
well
yeah.
not for that, not for what you just said for the hours.
Yeah,
How do you
it
spell
depends
that?
on
Freebooter.
stuff.
Free.
Free.
B-
Boot.
Booter.
ER.
Can I not compare it to decide whether to change or not?
Yep. This is the time where you absolutely can do that. And what's great about Hephaestus is you can unequip your armour, put the other one on, and then see what the difference on your AC is, because it automatically changes them. Just be aware, if it takes you over your bulk amount carrying 2 sets of armour, that obviously that will then knock
Yeah.
down your AC.
Yeah.
So just be aware that it's not like, encumbrance is a thing.
It's like I've stashed some stuff, and we'll keep it on the ship.
Yeah.
Exactly the
Not
same.
yet.
If we get in a sticky situation, I can make something in my nanites that can help temporarily.
It
Clever.
doesn't say it when you're
Can
looking at it.
We make some sort of like face coverings with the silk to kind of help protect from pollen.
I mean, yeah, I certainly can. A lot of pollen spores can be very fine, though. It might help. I can certainly, once I'm finished, and Calix is there, like, pulling silk out and starting to, like,
Calix.
weave it together to, like, make this orb holder. And it's a case that, it's like, yeah, I can do that afterwards. And then she's like, or we can get some of the other Desmods to maybe, like, make some face scarves and stuff.
I mean, if we're going against very fine stuff anyway, if we've got our environmental protections, and we'll just use them carefully, we'll be all right.
My arm is the freebooter arm is exactly the same as mine.
I might have to
Oh, well.
swap because mine was only 24 hours.
Sounds fair.
Yeah. So I was reading Tamsin's massive description of the bag. I'm going to let her describe that when it comes over.
And we're still by Andromeda, aren't we?
Yeah.
Is the effect of the pollen and stuff, is that sort of all the way through the forest? Or are there like gaps, there like pockets of it? Or
It moves with the winds.
Right.
It can be very, very prevalent, or it can be not there at all. It's one of those things where
So it's not a constant.
no, but a shift in the weather may mean that you are then 12 hours of a pollen storm,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
stuck somewhere battening down, trying to stay quiet, or trying to not move too much if you are too hot or too warm.
Fucking chair. Yep.
Cool and beans.
Cool.
I haven't been for a long time. EPO and their people have obviously been out on patrols and stuff a lot more recently. They might have more information for you. And it's probably about this time that you would see, like, walking into the camp is, like, no weapons out or anything like that. Currently, no moat around them is what you would assume to be Neymar, as they kind of, like, see you, do, like, a little wave, and then calmly walk over to you. It is good to see you again. We have done another preliminary sweep of the facility and have got it all locked down, but there's a lot to unpack there. You asked about medical supplies. If that is the case, we can offer you what we can. Where is it that you are going? Oh, unless you don't want to tell me. That's obviously we said that earlier.
I mean,
It's fine. It's Epo and Neymar.
Mount Allure. Mount Allure.
And he smiles and looks to Calix, and you watch the shift happen as Epo comes out. You look to make the journey. It's I like the idea of fate being what brought you here, and now you are going on this. That is very rewarding to my soul to to hear that. And should you choose to make the change, I'm sure it will be a beautiful one. Yes, if you would like to follow me, and they will lead you to the same tower that Reed's little apartment was in. You go to where there are still sleeping Dynatech officials, official soldiers, and some are on duty, some are now asleep, getting some shut-eye. And he goes across to a wall panel and presses it in, and it opens up on a hinge. And then there is like a cold storage locker, which has, you can just see vials in there, and quite a lot of them are missing, but there are still some. There are about 3 or 4 of them. They input a key number onto the door, and the door opens up, and they pull out these 4 serums. You can have 3 Mark II serums of healing,
Oh shit.
Nice.
and a Mark IV.
Oh my fuck.
So the Mark IV is a homebrew item,
Damn.
It's fucking strong.
and they're all labelled like Dynatech Industries, and this one here is a prototype, but it's supposed to give a very large amount of healing. We've just not had the need to use it yet, but if you guys are making the trek, and in all fairness, you've helped out here a lot, please take them with you.
Who's going to keep those?
Well, I was spread out.
Yeah, spread them out. I mean,
I mean, I've already got a Mark II, so.
okay.
I got one Mark One.
I've never had a health serum in my life, so I would like to have one, please.
Do you want the Mark IV?
The experiment.
Don't use it willy nilly.
The experiment with the experiment. Seems very fortuitous. I'll take the Mark IV. Hell yes.
I'll take a Mark Two.
Yeah. You haven't got any of them.
Yeah. Was it Mark 2? 3.
It's Mark.
3 Mark IIs and a Mark
You
IV.
can take a Mark II.
Yeah, I'll
You
have
want
Mark
one?
Yes, please.
And another
I
one,
don't
sorry.
have any.
There is a Mark II. Who's taking the Mark IV?
But then Calix doesn't have any.
I can heal.
Calix has healing.
Calix,
What I will do is I will then, these ones say Mark 1, but what I will do is I'll bump them up to Mark 2 by adding some different dice in there.
Is that mine?
There's another Mark 2.
Is there a quicker way than going to edit?
Well, this is what I'm going to do now. So if you have those potions with you, then healing serums with you, and there's the other Mark 2.
Slowly sinking.
When you use them, just hand them back to me, and then we'll keep them that way. I mean, you don't really have to track them or anything like that.
Do you have any other ones?
How many have you got?
I've got one on me.
One on
Mark
you.
II, so.
Are you asking Epo or me?
You.
Cool. What do you need?
Do you have a Mark II potion that I can
Another Mark
also
II.
have?
I do indeed. Make this one up here. Obviously, it says Mark 1 on those ones, but
Yeah.
I haven't made more.
It's all good.
Another Mark 2 there.
Thank you.
There you go. So,
Booty.
Would anybody like a Dashko?
Just
It's not
if
really
anybody
my
wants
style.
to beef themselves up, everybody good. Shall I keep hold of it?
I think you keep hold of it
It's
for
easy.
now.
All right.
Are you going to use it, or are you going to use
I don't
your
know.
sword?
Kind of miss my old
Yeah.
flying.
Well, we can keep it on the ship. Maybe
Yeah,
it'll be like a
we can put it
ceremonial
in the
thing.
armory.
Yeah.
Because I put the grenade launcher in there until one of us can give
It's got
that
to
a
go back to
go.
Warwick's family anyway. Can I just transfer it to the stage?
Sorry, say again?
Can I transfer the Doshko to the
Yes,
stash?
that's exactly what the stash is for.
Tents and sleeping bags.
Stash. Cool.
Do we have any tents and sleeping bags?
So, Kate, yeah, this is where Kate steps it up and is like, tents and sleeping bags might be good to have. Obviously, I can make my own sleeping bag, but I won't be able to do that for everybody every night.
Yeah. Okay.
It's also more to carry. So if you are looking to take tents and stuff, basically this base can supply you with tents, but I mean they are quite heavy. So you've got a feeling like you might be out making camp and sleeping out under the stars or trying to find shelter, but you can still decide to take them if you so want to.
I think I'm probably fine without one, honestly, myself. I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys? Is anyone really interested in that?
Trying to find if I have one because I was quite smart with what I packed.
Sorry, what was that?
Sleeping bag? Do you want a sleeping bag or a tent?
I think I'm
Or
good.
you want to go raw dog in it?
I like going Dutch.
Go Dutch.
Raw dog in it.
I love how long that took to sink in.
I have a sleeping bag, but I do not have a tent. And
Yeah.
I feel like
You'll be comfy.
I could, in fact, carry a tent, so I will probably take one.
Yeah, so you can find a tent, add it to your inventory.
You know what? I'll take the sleeping bag. Unless, is that what you've just taken?
No, I already had
You might
one.
be able to get one from around here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not going to grab one. I don't think I need it.
Get me one.
Get me one!
Give me one.
I'll look for one.
EPO, they will basically offer you, and they like get people to run out and go grab like essentially the camping equipment that you need. So add a tent if you can find it in there and add it. I think it is quite heavy though. If you want a sleeping bag, add a sleeping bag. Just make sure it's on your inventory.
Is the Mark 4 down as anything specific on
Let me double check. I have made it
I can't find it.
public. So
It is a sleeping bag, isn't it? It's not a bedroll.
What? Tent doesn't exist.
it should be Serum of Healing MK4.
What else do you search for?
Ah, there it is. I got it.
It's quite a bit of healing. So obviously, how many dice are in that?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that I can help with?
I'm fine.
Yeah, tent. They don't exist apparently.
Let's have a look.
Shelter?
Well, that's what I searched, but the only thing that's coming up is hard like netting.
Hard netting.
Let me have a quick look in.
Something cold.
That is more likely to come down to our armour and stuff. Anytime that we have had patrols go out, we use our environmental protections to keep us cool. Obviously, if you are making the trip to Mount Allure, be wary that...
It's a minimum of 10 days, right?
To get all the way up there, yes.
So 10 days there, 10 days back.
Yes, it will be a choice of choosing when to use your protections.
Can you, like, out of game, can you swap armour?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to carry 2 sets of armour,
Yeah.
you absolutely can.
Cool.
So that is not a problem at all. Again, just bear in mind the weight.
Yeah, I'm not understanding,
we
like,
Store
it
rations
doesn't
in
look
your
like I've got a lot.
glove.
You're probably not
I
carrying
can
all
only
that
put
much.
one thing
okay.
in the glove.
Wait,
I've got a few
Actually,
weapons.
that's the point.
Yeah.
I can probably put my
It's saying I've got 4
old
gold
armour in the
before I
glove.
put a freebooter on, and I'm encumbered at 8.
Yeah, that's good. It's all based off your strength modifier and stuff like that. So you get unencumbered up to, I think it's the number plus 0.9. It's like all these little L's. Then you get encumbrance, which is what Calix had when they were wearing heavy armour, and you lose 10 foot of speed, and a few other penalties to like your AC and your dex bonuses. And then fully encumbered, you are like 5 foot around. You're doing nothing but like. It's like trying to get around in T60 power armor in Fallout when like you're out of power. You're just like. you're going nowhere. Let me have a look to see if I can see.
I've only got 5 bulk myself,
Right,
so you're fine.
You know, I just realised I got no credits. Who's paying me for all this? You guys got credits?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
do
got close.
now.
Got 0.
You broke as fuck, are you?
Seems like
I'm gonna give Bruce, here, buddy. I know what it's like to live on the breadline, and I'll give you 100 credits.
Thanks.
Out of the hydroponics, you can take an aquarium with you if you want.
Sweet.
Other than that's an item they've got in here. Bed rolls, foraging, blankets. Let's look for. Canteens are fine. Shelter.
How many? So it's 10 days there, 10 days back.
Well,
Yeah.
10 days to the foot, 3 days for the climb.
7 days.
minimum.
7 days to the foot.
Oh yeah, 7
Give or
days,
take.
Yeah.
minimum of 3 days climb, so it could be
Well,
more than 10
They
days.
said 1 to 3 days.
And then it.
1 to 3.
So maximum of 10
But
days.
who knows?
Mechanically, I'll tell you now, it's going to be down to dice rolls.
Go.
As per my travel things, I find travel in D&D very boring, so I like to write encounters. I then have you roll, and then see if you have an encumbered day, an encounter, or an unimpeded day. And that's basically how we're going to do this as we go through.
Thinking of how much food we actually need to take.
And who
A
knows?
lot. I'm greedy.
Skelkan really loves rations.
Yeah.
I really do. It's not them.
A drug of choice, rations.
Mix up 4 in one go.
There you go. So tent is, if you search for it in item rather than in weapon or anything,
Yeah, I was searching item.
yeah, then you should have, if you're in level ascending, it's tent, comma, and then you've got mass-produced, mobile hotelier, portaledge,
They sound more my speed.
and yeah, they've got the descriptions in there. So I think mass-produced is like your standard, yeah, looking at 2 people, you can double the coffee.
Well, what's the highest end one they're gonna have here that I could just take?
It will be a mass-produced. It will just be a standard one.
That's not gonna help me, is it?
Dynatech Basics.
Yeah, and it really is Dynatech Basic, and it's actually like the tent itself would be like a black, grey, and like pewter digi camo. So it's still within the fitting colours, which is weird that they've done that rather than actual camouflage. But then I suppose different worlds, different settings. I suppose that's in the darkness probably the best thing that they can do. We're just trying to see if this avoids hot weather. Treat severe cold weather as typical cold weather and all the effects of cold weather. It adjusts the severity of hot weather in similar fashion. So when you're in the tent, it knocks severe hot weather down to
Just hot.
exactly. So it could be very beneficial.
That's what I was hoping for. Is it acid rainproof?
I don't think it is.
I also think for 2 credits, it's probably not.
You don't need to spend the credits here.
Yeah, I know, it's not a shop.
If you go to where it says buy, just go to add to inventory, then that's absolutely fine
I've
because
been doing all this for free.
FYI, if any of you do by accident buy something and then you think, oh shit, and go to resell it, bear in mind it will only sell it for 10% of its worth. So just double check.
The economy.
Exactly that one. A big straw hat from the farmers as I and Calix worry about sunburn. Because Tamsin does get burnt a lot. Yeah, it's very easily findable. Calix can wear a big, floppy
Nice.
straw hat. Yeah. Healing potions, tent, sleeping bags, basically survival gear.
Where are we going to get rations from? Is that just from the ship?
We got some on the ship.
Can I have that?
Is there enough for me?
Only if you behave
Well-
No,
yourself.
but we haven't got millions. We will actually have to get some after
yeah.
this trip.
Yeah.
Fine, we'll do
Traps
that.
a thing?
Traps?
Yeah.
In what sense?
For animals, not
Yeah,
for
yeah.
stoking.
That's like survival.
We can do hunting then.
It's actually like 10 times 6.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've got 60.
Like a survivalist's kit as such.
Yeah,
Traps and
basic
things.
hunting skills
Yeah.
comes under the survival trait. If anybody has that, then you can like make snares and stuff like that out of vines and sticks and do the whole like Bear Grylls
Plus one.
shit essentially. So that is also an option. And like hunting, like you can be like, right, I want to sit down and like, even if you don't have survival, what we can do there is go, okay, well let's make a stealth check, see how stealthy you are, and then you get certain bonuses based on what you do, and then we can make a shot against a beast, and then you can go hunting.
Yeah,
So
I'd like to do that if
How
possible.
did we find out how much we had on the ship, ration-wise?
you tell me. You should have had the character sheet. I think the last time I saw it was like 48, but that was like the DAC system, and then I think you said that you wanted to kit it out before we even went on this journey to Nis.
I wasn't keeping track, so
I
I
wasn't
thought,
either.
I thought you were because you were getting on the rations.
Let's roll a D100.
I'm not keeping track of what's on the ship.
No, they're just rations, aren't
I'll
they?
tell you what, Skelkin, roll a D100.
Oh, you know it's gonna be one.
The one time we get under 10.
Toolkit. That's what I'm looking for.
Would we
few
be able to
moments
get a
later.
med kit from anywhere? Just a
Yes.
simple little.
Yep. You can get a medical kit.
59.
You probably had 60 rations.
Which,
Take 10 each.
no, it's not going to work. Otherwise, we're going to have no rations on the ship to go anywhere else.
You do have other preserves on the ship, though, like not just like so the rations themselves are like
Yeah.
actual packets of rations.
I don't think we should take all of the rations. I think we should try and get some salad, some fresh food from here that will
Yeah.
keep us a couple of days.
I'd like to do that. I certainly want to take salad rather than rations. It will keep me healthier.
How would you add that to your inventory?
Rations.
Just rations. Straight
Yeah, I
up.
think it should be under rations. As for medkits, I think medkit is an actual thing. Or a healer's kit, it might be under.
How much are we talking?
I think we should take maybe 5 each so we're not ransacking the ship.
5 each.
Because we don't know how long drift travel is going to be for us anywhere else. And they don't have rations here.
Ration.
Obviously, by all means, if you want to
They're
take
called med
more than
patches.
that, take more.
Med patches.
There will probably be 4 of those.
Wicked.
Sorry, that
Can
that is.
I check to see if the Dynatech people have like
Fine.
essentially like what is it, like go bags where they've kind of got like survival things, if that makes sense? Because there's a survival toolkit.
Yes, they do, and yes, you can have one.
Cool. I'm just trying to work out how to add it.
Why is it saying rations
Survival-
1 week? Is
Survivor's toolkit. What?
It's survivalist's toolkit.
is that normal?
I'm
Field
pretty shit at
rations
that.
1 week?
Let's have a look.
I'm getting nothing else.
I'm only getting armour for some reason.
Because you're on the armour section. If you go across the top,
Yeah.
it will eventually say like
Oh, yeah.
weapon fusion, items, stuff like that. Field ration one week. Field ration packaged food that can easily sustain you but lacks flavour and visually appeal. Field rations generally consist of chewy, brownish blocks of processed nutrients. Yep.
Possibly contains your friends.
I guess it is field rations 1 week because it's only 1 credit. So, I mean, realistically, you probably didn't buy 60 of those because they're a bulk each. But if they're 1 week and that's 7 days, this is where we start going to math. Probably like 2 per person. So that would have been 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There wasn't a Vorag at the time, so you probably bought 10 of those. So there's like 2 weeks each, so 14 days worth of food.
For all of us.
Yeah, each. So you probably had 2 of those field ration 1 weeks each.
Okay, but that's using all of it, so maybe if we just take 1 of those each and leave the rest of them on the ship.
Yeah, that way we can eat the salad, and if we find things out there, and like Ida, our friend, says, we can. I mean, you guys can hunt if you need to. I can forage, and we can fish.
There's not really any use surviving this to starve on
No.
the ship.
I'll take one of the survivor kits as well.
Yep. Add it in.
When worst comes
if
to
you find
worst,
out
we
what
just
it's called.
eat Ida.
Yes, yeah.
A survivalist's kit. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
It was subtle.
Yeah, I love it.
I've got a hankering for Hodowski.
What the heck?
Well, I don't know what that is, mate.
Is there anything else that we need? And obviously,
I
like,
think we've prepped far enough, to be honest.
Yep.
I would like to go somewhere and buy some things soon.
I think
Don't
we're in
think
the
it's
wrong
here,
place for
Scotland.
that.
No, it's not here.
No.
But I would.
there's like probably like one little like decimal like. Get your necklaces! Yeah, there's like little silk necklaces and things, and like little. They're probably wearing like a little like flat cap and a.
Something useful. Something that can hurt people.
Strangle them with it.
Words hurt.
Oh.
Get your souvenirs. Souvenirs of Koshoria.
See if they get it. Good sir, do you have any fridge magnets?
Fridge magnets, you say? What's one of those?
God damn it. I need to set up a gift shop, basically. I think this is what I need to do with my life, is teach
Gifts.
people about
Looking
gift
for
shops.
gifts. I can do gifts. I've got this lovely silk necklace.
Dream catchers.
Would have dream catchers.
Yeah, yeah.
100%. They're like in butterfly shapes.
Yeah.
Like one of them's like a woven cylinder that when he shakes it, the little like fireflies start glowing on the inside. Get your glow sticks. Got glow sticks for you.
Okay, I want to buy a glow stick and I want to buy a dream catcher.
Hang them up in the tent.
What have you got to offer?
Wait,
Oh, is it trade?
are they one-person tents?
They're 2 people tents.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And they're like,
I've picked up one as well.
you probably like go to like transfer the creds to them, like buy a cred stick, and they're like, what's this? I try and take a
Oh,
bite out
in
of it.
that case, I'll give them the shadow staff.
It's a mighty stick. I've gone Australian. It's a mighty stick, that.
It's a stabby stick, so if anyone tries to, mess with you again, you can get them. And you can have a free get them with that.
Oh, I feel really emboldened by that. Quite lovely. I'm a proud warrior now. Dad? Dad, are you proud?
You're a Koshoria warrior.
I'm a Koshoria now, Dad. I don't need to sell your wares. Your tat flips the car.
Just runs off into the distance.
I love helping people.
Just runs off into the distance, gets picked up by a big bird.
I feel like you started something here.
Not
Thanks for that.
I'm not entirely sure we know the difference between helping and
Sorry.
ruining someone's life.
Armour.
So you go into.
I still can't
are you
find a
looking at the
toolkit.
armour now?
Yeah. I'm trying to get a ratchet
Don't
to
worry.
show me armour.
So you're trying to get
survival.
rations up.
Yeah, yeah.
So close the freebooter armour,
Yep.
What are
and
you
then you
looking
scroll
at,
across the
Ian?
item
Add inventory.
across the top.
Sometimes if you
Just
can't
like-
find it in there, you
minutes.
can go into the
Yeah,
creator
so where,
sheet.
you have to go to edit on the character sheet,
Okay.
and then you go into inventory
Yeah,
there.
cool.
Oh, it's in brackets.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, thanks for that. I've really enjoyed that. Please remove that from your character sheet.
I have.
It's on our shared one for some reason.
Oh, we've got loads.
Yeah, you got them
Yeah.
from the guys who assailed you in the outpost Z.
I
Yeah.
was wondering why it's
Yeah.
so small.
Well, and like stuff is like strewn across the floor, like the fireflies are like, and you can add like a silk glow stick,
Cool.
which you feel is very flimsy, and you can feel that maybe like 1 or 2 of the flies inside probably dead, and the dream catcher. The dream catcher is beautiful, however.
Yeah.
There are multiple of these. They are obviously made very quickly, and you can tell that like the silk is weaved around, almost like wicker that has been bent into the shape of these butterfly wings, and then silk been put around it, and they've like created this amazing weave on the centre of it, and then these tassels that come off that look kind of like ribbon strips of silk. And they've got little beads on them that are like rocks and shells and stuff like that. It really is quite beautiful, to be honest. And this guy's like, "Oi! I've got a weapon!" Hey! And he's like calling into the. He's like, "Look at me! All right.
Let's.
What do I call you, fine folks? Now that I'm a proud warrior, Koshoria."
Koshoria. Well, my fine Koshoria, we are the crew of the Orion's Hope.
Jimmy One Finger at your service.
One finger.
You see,
Why
like,
do they call you that, Jimmy One Finger?
you can see around the staff, like he's missing his thumb and his little finger, so it's just like one, like.
Oh, I love him.
Alright, thank you very much. I'm going to go try this out on a small animal. And he wouldn't say that. He's like, and he's just like giving it all that. Wanders off, little butt wagon.
Just falls over.
And it's massive combat.
I'm gonna beat up some salad.
I'm going to toss a salad.
Maybe we need to give him enough ones so he can.
Jimmy One Finger's the name.
Wait.
Need anything else? You can continue Jimmy One Finger, but I don't sell that tat anymore.
No, Koshoria
I'm
now.
a Koshwarian now. Alright.
Sounds like Peshwari.
What's a Peshwari?
It's a naan bread.
I've got a nun. She's dead.
Well, that's none of our business.
Really, though. I've had enough. I'll see you later, guys.
Bye, Jimmy One Finger.
See you later. Alright. See him going off around the corner.
And that's how you get rid of gift shop competition.
He's like, going to be something like, man, if it isn't the shoe. How are you doing, shoe?
You do manage to bring out both the best and the worst in people we meet.
It's a gift.
I really would like to not see
Oh,
Jimmy
the idea
one
that
day.
it's like little cockney fucking back dealer. Alright, shoe. Oh, Jimmy, one finger. I'm gonna go to the old mushroom dealer.
Has he got like a tat that just says you on his one finger because all the other fingers are falling off?
No, but what he has got is like you've seen Calix is covered in these beautiful markings down their back. And a lot of them have, some of them have like cow patches, other ones have like really, it's just naturally happens, but he's got like a pencil thin one across his like long, like axolotl style thing, and it's like really pencil thin, and it looks like one of those like horrid mustaches, like bitty in places. Like one of his like little axolotl antennas is probably like really curled over and malnourished and stuff, and his eyes are probably
seedy underbelly of Koshoria.
I don't know.
Maybe come back and he's going to be running his little.
Oh my god, we've established the mafia.
Shadow staff gang.
He's just calling himself the shadow staff.
Koshoria.
You say, oh no, the stew!
Run, no!
Granddad?
Now she really is dead.
Granddad?
We're going to come back and they're going to be all like mafia in around the Koshoria nuns, right?
Oh god, they're getting in a knitting circle. They're making shreddies.
Honestly, Tam leaves for one session and we destroy her home planet.
The tree catches on enough.
There you go, gotcha.
For more quality content, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Alright, Fishy! Why are you sleeping?
Anyway, I think we're all set.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Calix was like, oh, so I mean, I don't mind when we set up. I think we've got a bit of time if Epo and Namor are gonna delay Rena for us. Do we head off tonight or tomorrow morning? When do you?
Is it
What's
safe?
funny, Bruce?
No, that's you trying to not lose it.
Is it safer to go in the morning? Because didn't you say that the beasties come out to play at night time?
Oh, they mostly come at night, mostly.
I can't believe we wasted a whole day talking.
It's not like
Sorry?
now, is it?
We've wasted a whole day talking.
Well, you did the investigation as well
Yeah.
around K3, so it's probably like getting to late afternoon at this point.
Oh yeah, well.
Long.
I thought Calix went back to stay with the family.
They were there for the day, so actually they stayed there for the night, and then in the morning they were like, "I'm going to stay here and spend time with
Yeah,
family."
'cause we
when
did
you
a
guys
full-
went off,
We
and,
did stuff.
Yeah.
Full investigatory.
Is Ren fucked off?
Red's still here. You've asked him to stay behind. Well, because Calix asked him to stay to try and teach them to be less naive. You find him probably actually in North. He's at this point he's not wearing his armor, so he's because it's quite warm. He's taken his jacket off. He's taken his armor off. He's just in like a t-shirt and his trousers. He's still got his holsters on the side that are still weapon, but he's not carrying his sword. And he is just like he doesn't really know what to teach them to be less naive in terms of looking at things. But he's just like, so I mean, you've got to like just trust the people and hope that they're not going to screw you over, but at the same time you need to be wary that some people are going to screw you over. I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Screw? Why is this is a hard task to just bestow upon somebody who is not fully
Yeah, I
willing.
mean, it was much more proactive just to give one of them a weapon.
But I mean, if you want to find Ren, Ren is in North, and you can easily find him. And
I mean, I'm happy to head off whenever.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
ready.
gonna hold up my cling film sandwich and say, I'm all set.
Could we fly over there? Or is it, did they say the ships,
I think
Lost
flying was a
power.
no-no.
Yeah.
no, flying up is, but flying to it, are we able to?
you tell
I'd
me if you're
rather
asking.
not risk the ship, in all honesty. You don't seem to have a vessel that you can risk. I'm not willing to risk ours.
That's fine.
We've got a lot of
Yeah.
robots on board that need protection.
Yeah.
Oh, to which end, by the way, I actually did have it for you ages ago. When you found
Can we get Geeky to find out?
T2, I mean, yes, you can. When you found T2, I said that I needed to write some down. Genuinely, what I had down for it was that the owner of which will be happy to pay you for the return of it, you imagine, because there is a map to Broken Rock on it. And then you created Ida. So if you can find their owner, and they would have told you their owner's name within Broken Rock, you imagine they would probably pay to get this droid
We
back.
need some money to spend on new droids. Also, we still didn't ask where we should start from. It just says.
Well, we know the
go.
direction.
Yeah.
There, over there.
Roy says it's this way.
We will probably retcon that Calix would have asked that of
Yeah.
Andromeda,
Yeah.
and she would say, like your dreams follow the river. We call it.
Fuck does that mean?
Has some balls, Z.
My last friend. Along the journey, Calix will have to make prayers to Desna. You will see them like flags adorned all over the river. We have areas in which when we pray to Desna, we create a small weave. We then would hang that in our homes, but when we go on this journey, we hang it on another bit of silk over the river, and we drop it. No, hang on. We have it hang into the river so that the river itself washes through the silk, and over time, that silk is taken to the sea of prayers and dreams. But it's part of the rite of passage that for you to find out who you are, to ask the questions that you maybe are thinking about before you meet the oracles, before you get a glimpse of what might be or could be, is to think on yourself and reflect and pray. And maybe Desna will guide you in your dreams, maybe you will see what you want to see. Calix at that point would have been like, I understand. But follow the river from here, and you will find the entryway to the living dream.
Fresh start in the morning. How about that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds good.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Don't know about you, but I'm going inside for a sleep.
Throw hands.
Ren would ask you guys, like, I don't know how long you want me to stick around for, but it's not going to be for however long you guys are going to be away for. I need to get back up.
Do you have any way of getting up there?
Yes.
Without the use of our ship?
Yes.
Is it Joan?
What's John?
Vorag had a ship. Oh, maybe that got impounded if he got arrested.
Yeah, how did he get down?
Yeah. How did Vorag get it?
Vorag was given a drop pod, which is a small one-man atmospherically pressurized capsule that I was able to release from my small vessel, allowing him to land safely and then become an observer.
Now, where is your small vessel?
My small vessel is currently in Outpost Z. I came down with you, but I can instruct Hopper to bring it down for me.
Smashing. All right, bye, Ren.
Perfect. Bye. Nice to meet you.
I will. He smiles and chuckles. He's like, I'll probably spend a couple of days here, but then I'm going to head back up, dissolve my position there as a mechanic's aide, and then I'm going to head back to Absalom with my own accounts. He will ping across a private data channel to you. That's my comm channel. It's secure, it's private. If you need anything, especially when getting back, let me know. If you're still on the run, let me know. I've got a safe house.
On Absalom?
Yes.
Cool.
Good to know.
We have, the data files have ways of getting you on and off Absalom Station without you noticed.
Okay.
That might be handy.
Yeah.
I'm going to immediately ping him my 8 for a Stokey account with like and follow, please. I'm working on a project.
Slips.
Yeah, leaves it unread. No, he doesn't. He's like,
I'm looking for the kill.
I'm not really on social medias or anything like that, but
You will be.
yeah, please don't.
What about the gif of is it, I don't know if it's Lloyd Christmas where he's trying to like wink and he's going or is it the dude from The Office?
David Brent.
The
Steve Carell.
yes.
Doing what? Oh.
Having a seizure. Anyway,
If you guys would like at this point to call it a night and go to sleep,
How early in the night is it, or is it just from
we're
sort of?
late afternoon at this point.
Can I take 10 in getting used to the survival kit and just kind of looking what's through it and
Yeah.
learning how stuff works?
Yeah.
So I don't just suddenly like, oh, my fingers could come off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you have to be proficient in anything for the survival kit. I mean, do you
That's
have survival as a thing within your class skills?
No.
No. But I mean, that's the only difference
fine.
there is you can have a look at it all, but, you know,
No, that's gone.
more
I've
case
shot.
of just having a look through it.
Yeah.
Anything else from you guys? Or is it sleepy bed buys times?
Can I want to spend some time on the ship before we go to sleep.
Yeah.
I want to work on some starting blueprints for Dave.
Yeah.
Just thinking about how I can make him more mobile, perhaps quadrupedal.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sort of sketching out ideas. I want to just, yeah.
Give me an engineering check.
Okay.
Let's see how good you are at this.
Fuck it.
I love
Maybe
how
I'll
you're
bottom it.
looking to make the thing that was never a human,
What?
like more
That's not in
human.
the
Yeah.
fucking thing.
The person that we put into a mechanical body is fine.
Geeky loves it where he is. This is fine. Dave's the one who needs legs.
I feel so traumatized that we did that to him.
It's 19.
Wow. Okay. I mean, yeah, you make good headway on some blueprints. It's quite easy to do between like data pads and like little sketches and things. Maybe at like the workstation that you've got in there, and you can begin to get the idea that because Dave is a cylinder and he's on these little wheels, essentially, that you could quite easily take that motor part out of it. Probably have to move the power housing, which is at the bottom, and then also the protein recycling, essentially blender that's in there, and they have this chemical system that basically goes into like dissolve the matter as well. So it's essentially like, you know, acid in a barrel kind of thing, but it's controlled and then like reprocessed and everything. You would have to like move that up, and then you think you could put a platform with the motor then connected to 4 spider legs. I suppose that's probably the first idea, and it would give him this.
You could give him the doctor's bottom half.
What, Dr. Grimm?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Give me nightmares hearing that thing walking around the ship, but
Yeah,
It's not unlike the bottom half of Dr. Grimm, but Dr. Grimm's one came out from the sides, and then the rest of it was a bowl that held this brain. So
it's a work in progress.
yeah, but you think that with the right materials, with enough time,
Yeah.
it's probably going to take time,
Yeah, of course.
but
Trying to get some ideas drawn up and start the process, as it were.
yeah, bit top heavy, but
what purpose?
You'll find out.
Are you doing this in your private quarters?
Yeah, like there's a little engineering bit we got on deck at the minute, so I'm just like kind of in my corner on my desk, just kind of. Yep.
Can I look over your shoulder, just like, what you doing?
I'm trying to kick Dave out a little bit. He's a bit useless at the minute because we don't really shit in him anymore. So I thought,
you give him a gun.
Did, yeah.
that's the kind of thing I was hoping he
Given
could
him
maybe
arms
use.
instead of legs,
No,
so
you
could've
didn't,
given him
'cause-
a gun.
Oh no, we
He's only
thought
got
about
the
giving
pincer
him a
on,
gun.
so he can't
Yeah.
have the gun. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
if
but
I can
he's
upgrade
doing
an
legs.
arm.
If you did arms,
Yeah.
we could give Dave the
Like I said, it's a work in progress. Give me time. Give me time.
Doing great.
Thank
Kaz,
you,
I
thank
believe
you,
in
thank
I
you.
think every now and again, what you see is like Kaz is working away, and you say this to him, and after that, like the spot isn't clean enough, you just see like hoovering past it is like top half his head like just like turns around, the eyes stay like focused on you, and they're like just hoovering the same section of shit.
Hey, Dave. Hey,
Hello.
Dave.
Hello.
I got you a present.
A present for me, Captain.
For you, Dave, because you're doing such a good job. Employee of the month, and I'm going to give him the glow stick.
I thought we were going to use that.
No.
No.
Oh no, he's going to chuck it right in himself.
Just goes into the blender.
What's his gift?
So this is a glow stick, Dave. It's just decorative, but it's a nice
little thing, and it's just a token of our appreciation for you and all your hard work.
And he like looks at it, and it's currently not glowing.
Yeah. Give it a good old shake, Dave. Bit more, go on.
Are you sure?
Do it.
Just like this, like tentacled arm just starts like smashing it into things. Like the silk is just going everywhere. These two dead fireflies. Like one of them lights, and it's like like the eye watches it, and it just smashes it apart. Basically, it's like. And now I get to clean.
Exactly, Dave. Yes.
No. Yeah.
We're going to need to work on his programming a little bit, but
He's perfect.
Is it in the broken condition? Can I just touch it and repair it for him with my
So-
mending?
I will give you a computers check before you press anything.
Okay.
Are you on about like the glow stick?
Yeah.
I mean, the glow stick is sick.
Firefly.
It's like a little. That's not going to work on that because it's technological items, I think.
Dave's clearly broken though.
Spell repairs damaged objects and constructs restoring. All the pieces of the object must be present. Construct and benefit for it. Magic items can be repaired by this spell as well. But
Oh, so it is regular objects. Well,
Yeah.
you could, but he's already got to hoovering it before you can even get to it. But give me a computers check.
He likes that bit.
22.
22. This unit is had its programming broken. It has parameters and firewalls which have been taken out, and is
I just look at everyone as I like work this out. I'm like,
its behaviour can be only ascertained to broken programming. So I mean, you could repair it if you wanted to.
We'd kill you.
I just gotta look at everyone like, what have you done to him?
my
No
intention is
repair.
to improve, Dave.
Because he's also got like a little range, like added bit on it, like a range
for
finder.
comms and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
a comms unit is like welded to the side of like the bin lid essentially, and it's just like it moves with it. It's
There's
just
part of Eda that would be like, kind of freaked out. What have they done to him? Like slash butchered him.
Practicing.
But then there's the other part of him that's like, we can rebuild. Like we can enhance him.
That's what I'm trying to do.
If you let me help, I'd like to help him.
I mean,
Dave.
all hands on board at some point, yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you have to
I'm gonna,
break
like-
things to fix them.
Help, but be completely useless. Like I'll just be like munching on a
Break,
fruit, just like
Yeah.
I wouldn't go for that.
of Dan Roos.
But what if we added flames?
Oh
That's
my
a good
God,
idea.
yeah.
What kind of fruit is it? Like this is something I like the visual of like
It's a
Roos just like
really-
I imagine like
with a
a,
beak.
Drippy
like an
black
apple,
one.
but from the planet.
Yeah, it's like, like
Just like a crunchy, like.
because yeah, you've got a beak. So you've got to like it like pierces through it, leaves like a gouge.
I won't.
Just pecking at it.
Dragon fruit. That mess.
And as we lose ourselves, if you guys want to take a long rest, feel free to hit those long rest buttons.
Give me
Yep,
that last HP I need.
Hushpa.
Hutper. Yeah.
Tamsloss says, out of character, are we going to have a funeral for Vorag? Just to the players, like, don't worry if not.
Can we do it when we get back?
I'm sure I mentioned this, and there was something going on with the rest of the nice people that died.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
No, we wanted to freeze his freaking body because we wanted to take it back to the Starfinder. I'm sure we said we were gonna preserve it somehow.
Yeah, but wouldn't that involve chopping his body up because the canisters are only like this
No,
big?
because there was tubes.
There
in,
were the
like,
larger
tubes
tubes,
that
yeah.
the Imargos were in, not the tiny choppy up tubes.
I actually never answered that. I think between the engineers in the group, you probably could do that as a way to preserve that body. It will take a lot of effort to uninstall one and then install it on your ship, but it is doable. It's definitely doable. And it is, I mean, you don't know its full function, but it definitely kept Decimar alive.
I didn't even mean to remove it. I just meant for the time being to keep Vorag there.
Yeah.
So we could hold a funeral when we were done what we were doing.
Yeah.
What does this button do? Blend.
A smoothie for Dave.
Maybe just don't mention that.
Yeah, I think that you guys could probably do that and keep him preserved in this pickle jar.
Oh, yeah.
Pickled Vorag.
Pickled Vorag.
set out in the morning again.
There was actually, I don't know if we ever came to the conclusion, because we were like, what do we do with him? His family don't want him. Are we going to take him back to the
I think the idea
Starfinder
is either to
Society?
bury him here or send him out into space in the casket.
Feed him
I don't
to
know.
See, I was going Starfinder Society.
We could take the badge back to the Starfinder Society, but I don't really
I don't
know
think they
that
want
they
his body.
do anything with his body.
There was a
no.
grave thing. I'm sure we spoke about this.
There was definitely a binding process where they were going to bind him in silk and stuff like that if you wanted to. Then you guys were talking about funeral rites for Vesks and taking him back to Best Prime, and that's when Ren said that, like, actually, when I collected him with Historia 7, he was in prison.
Yeah, no, I meant at the Starfinder Society. There was somewhere that
They've got, like, where they put the badges, and there's, like, a whole memorial room, and, like, the badges are placed into this room, and they almost, like, float there.
It's
and it's
not
like,
actually the body or anything, it's just...
no, it's just an actual badge.
Okay, well,
So
do we not have the funeral first? Did the funeral for the other people already pass? Because they got to be rotting by now.
Well, it's only been a day, and I think what they're going to do is all of the Decimal give them this tiny little silk ball, which they believe is something that stops the soul from coming back as an aberration or undead or anything like that. It's part of their culture. They bind the bodies as well in silk, and then a lot of them are, depending on what people want, are either sent off down the river, they are burnt, they could be buried. I think actually that'll probably be a point of talk within the Dynatech people is that they're like, well, we'll just do a big burn pile, and then Epo's like, no, that will smell. We should not do a burn pile of bodies here in the village. That is not really. And others are like, oh, well, yeah, I suppose. And some of them are thinking utilitarian. Other ones are like, I don't want to dig in 40 graves. You know, make the other pirates dig it and stuff
So
like
they
that.
haven't decided.
Yeah, I think that actually it's a good point that they're like, because they don't know what to do with the pirates. They're like, fucking.
Hopefully, by the time we get back, that they would have dealt with the mass, so we can have a more intimate ceremony.
We could have a memorial.
You say that out loud. Hopefully by the time we get back, they would have dealt with it.
But yeah, it's not our job to deal with it, is
not.
it?
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, you can leave Vorag there and get your long rest if needed.
We'll decide when we come back.
Yeah.
Cool. What's everyone's perception?
Perception?
Percepciones.
As
is
in a
it just-
bonus, or...?
As in, what's just your... Tell me, what's your wisdom score plus your perception score? Like, your actual, like, ranks in it, so, like, 9 plus 9, whatever it is. Modifier, that's the one.
I don't know. Is there a better way to get off the edit than pressing back and having the whole website fuck off?
Okay. I've got +3 from wisdom and +4 in ranks.
So it's...
But then it's +3 from class skill.
Yeah, so the total of, like... Because it would normally have your wisdom modifier in there, but I'm
Yeah.
giving you on top of that. So that whole number plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, okay.
+15 then.
So plus 15 and... Oh, so in total together, that's plus
Yes.
15. Okay.
I'm confused.
So it's the modifier
If you were
plus
to
that.
roll,
Yeah.
what you would add,
Yeah.
but I also want you to add your
But then-
wisdom...
Oh,
Plus your
so
wisdom
mine would be
modifier.
+2.
Which is what?
Just so you've got nothing in perception.
Yeah.
He's got a 1
Yeah.
and it, yeah.
Yeah.
A 1 and a 1. So
One
it's
and a
just-
one.
yeah.
I've got a 9.
9,
10.
10. You got wisdom at +1, but a +9 in perception.
I've got
plus
plus
zero
wisdom.
Yes, of course. And Bruce.
Just 0.
Zero.
Well, +4 to perception, but
Cool.
0 to wisdom.
So you were the highest.
15.
15. What was yours again?
9.
Okay.
What's this for? We
We'll find
haven't
out.
even
Thinking.
slept yet.
Stuff waiting for us in the jungle.
Could you roll me, please?
Bundle in the jungle.
Calix 15.
Calix 15. Okay, you and Calix.
Everyone else
I
died.
will give you an active perception check.
$26.
That's it.
24 for Calix. During the night,
Oh god.
are you all on the ship at this point? I think Calix would probably be at home.
I think I'd be on the ship quite late.
Yeah. Probably you're working on Dave's
Yeah.
upgrade and whatnot, and you take a moment to like maybe go for a stroll, get a cup of space coffee.
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 Do we in the half
like, pull out one of like the giant bobas, like a vampire with a hamster.
Don't let that be foreshadowing.
And then
Hamster.
for Calix, I think they'd be at home, and it's when people go to bed and stuff like that. You guys are maybe like looking out at maybe pondering the day tomorrow and what you're going to be doing. And as you look towards the north and where the river would be going, you just see in the sky.
Would Kaz know that to be something beginning drift travel or like a boost kind of thing in local space? Or a drop pod?
Give me. What relevant starship skills have you got? Have you got piloting?
I've got a green dot on it.
Have you got a plus in it, though?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a piloting check.
10.
Your years in space, it could be anything from a comet, a meteorite, an asteroid, a drop pod, a ship. It could be something entering the... No, because the drift is quite... You know it's not something entering or exiting the drift at a distance, because that wouldn't be movement, because you have to stop for a whole minute and turn off the thrusters to then enter the drift, basically like change plane of existence, and then go again. So you're absolutely sure it's not something coming or going from the drift. I'll give you that.
Okay. But it was very much like there's nothing and then...
Yeah, it was like a... you could probably imagine like a comet or a meteorite, maybe skimming the atmosphere, something like that. Just see what Tamsin's got or what Calix has got. No, I'm gonna leave that one where it is.
can I... I'm assuming I'm probably still near the ship.
I mean, I'd say you're on the ship, probably looking out through the cockpit. Maybe like you've just gone in, like you're checking the time or something.
Put my feet up or something.
Yeah.
Geeky, can you do a quick scan on orbitals just to see if we can... If there's anything ship-wise or anything that may have entered the atmosphere, or
UFO.
if it was natural? Or...
Yes, I'm performing a scan now. And if you would like to roll a computers check, you get to add the whatever node you've got currently for the ship, as Geeky's help.
Gumboots. I missed the gumboots.
As in like the tri-node, I think it was we got now?
Yeah.
And then just
Plus
one of those
3,
bonuses.
Yeah.
So... 26.
26. The scan goes out, and you can see that the scan is being disrupted. Not by anything malicious, but by the interference of maybe the planet, maybe magic, maybe this aura, maybe the Great Tapestry. You're not sure, but it's hard for the sensors to pick up much. But what you get from that, Geek is like, a vessel has entered the atmosphere. And we'll probably go to break there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be back in around 10 minutes' time. We're not having a giveaway tonight. I wasn't ready for it. So we're not going to be doing that one tonight. We might come back to it in upcoming weeks. Not too sure. Depends on if Twitch numbers go up again. Because I don't really think we'll be doing more than handing the same people the same badges. So yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes for part 2 and to see what's going on in the Living Dream. See you in 10. Let's talk about 6th edition, since we're already on it right there. We're back for part 2, and yeah, so you were saying that the 6th edition for... is it actually called 6th now, or is it now just
No, they're
1 D&D?
1 D&D.
1 D&D, so it's like 5.5, so like,
Yeah.
something like that. And I think you said it's like, you know, it's some of the stuff, yeah, cool, great changes, other things, cool. And it's like when they brought Tasha's Cauldron of Everything out. It's a book to basically say, anybody who was doing good GMing or DMing stuff was doing that anyway. Like, switch the stats around. If like if your elf isn't a dexterity based one and you want to be strength, just switch those 2 stats.
Yeah.
Around. All right, cool. You absolutely should be doing that. And I think you asked the question: will everyone 6/5 or will they move across? I actually think that the damage that was done by the OGL debacle, the people who still have a bitter taste in their mouth probably will move to Pathfinder or to MCDMM, which is going to be great. But that's now been incorporated into D&D Beyond. And so have a lot of other things, which is interesting because my prediction is that D&D Beyond will move to this one D&D and not have 5th edition to begin with,
Yeah.
to make everybody go buy the new rulebooks, to make everyone do that because it's Hasbro. Whereas
Yeah.
actually, you can go to somewhere like Demiplane, which is essentially D&D Beyond for practically
everything.
every fucking system out there. It's amazing. To the point where I'm like, I might move to Demiplane. I really love how they starts for 1E, and I'm looking forward to the fact that the guys are so involved with the Starfinder community that I hope we get to Karen using it for 2E when it comes out. But Demiplane seems, yeah, like if you want to stay on 5th, I will probably.
Is that like an unofficial platform?
So it's a website where they get the licenses to create character sheets and how to run games. So basically D&D Beyond, but for like Marvel superheroes, for Starfinder. They're only just getting Starfinder with 2E, but Pathfinder 1E now, 2E and the rewrites on there and the erratas, and they keep up to date with all of the systems so that you can run them from this one website.
Yeah.
So like all the Crit Rolls content and their upcoming Dagger Hearts on Demiplane, which is interesting.
Candela's on there.
Yeah.
They've got the Avatar Last Airbenders on there. There's all kinds of stuff. So
I imagine Stargate will be on there. I imagine the Free League publishing stuff like Lord of the Rings will be on there.
Cool.
So it's well worth a look at. And I think that's probably the way. There you go. So Ross has just said, I think they're calling it 5e 2024. Makes sense. Demiplane got acquired by Roll20 too. And Roll20, we already know a massive online thing. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see where it goes. I hope it stays 5e. Oh, I certainly want to stay 5e. I like 5e.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good system,
it's
and
cozy.
it's yeah, exactly. It's a cozy system,
Yes.
and yeah, I think a lot of the changes they've made, particularly the classes. I mean, most people have those as homebrew anyway, and yeah, like I'm just really peeved that when I start playing Druid, now all of a sudden they're like, now Wild Shape is a bonus action. Like it always should have been a bonus action. That's my gripe.
I disagree.
I used to, and then I started playing it, and I was like, it'd be really handy to have this as a bonus action.
It would be.
You can drop it as a bonus action, so why not put it in as a
It's
bonus
a lot
action?
to do with transformation.
Yeah.
I quite liked it as an action. So even like playing a druid as the DM and stuff like that, it was like you transform and okay, I can't do anything now. But at the same time, you're keeping your brain, you're keeping your like other class abilities, and it's like.
And not only that, you get the HP from in your wild shape.
and
Yeah.
As well as
HP.
Yeah,
what
so
you
I was
have.
druid and paladin are like wizards' favourites.
Paladin is.
Oh, they have given it
Yeah.
more love. It's like
Someone at Wizards of the Coast really loves Paladins.
yeah, it's insane.
Which I get because they're great. But
Yeah, they are. They are such a versatile class, especially like because it's charisma and wisdom based, and then strength. So it's just like the three sort of main stats that you really need, and intelligence is dump stat. But it's like, cool, you're never going to stealth, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, I'm going to hit this, and now I'm going to pump a spell slot into it without using a spell slot. Oh, well, using it, but like not it casting a spell.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hit again. Oh, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to mix that with fighter, and I'm going to action surge, and then I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to do it again, and then I'm going to go offhand stab attack.
Yeah,
So it's like
crazy.
5 attacks with 5 different smites if you've got the spell slots, and it's just like, so you've just done like 400 damage. The town shopkeeper's dead. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So
I had 2 Paladins in my Curse of Strahd campaign, and I've got to tell you, I had to really, really bump up Strahd to try and get around that because they just wailed on him.
So, yeah, Curse of Strahd's interesting because I think as well when we get to this one D&D, obviously they'll re-keep things like Waterdeep. Obviously, Faerun is like their main setting, and they will continue to use that and then redo Avernus, and they'll redo like all those same things that we love, like Curse of Strahd, and then bring them back in and take them back out and things. But Paladins and Clerics, if you tell someone we're playing Curse of Strahd, they will most likely go Paladin, Cleric,
Yeah.
Monk with Way of Radiance. And it's
Yeah.
just like, Soul Monk I think it is. And it's just like, cool, because that's how you kill Strahd.
Yeah.
It's just bring him into the sunlight. What I think would be fun, and because one of my goals with this channel is to play Curse of Strahd at the Minac. I would love to do a Curse of Strahd one-shot with that backdrop. Like over the
Yes.
sea. I think that would be incredible. But what I would want people to do is randomly roll their class.
Yeah.
So that like it's not just all cleric, paladin,
Yeah.
cleric. It's literally just like fuck bard. Oh fuck wizard.
Have done that. Can say playing a bard in Curse of Strahd is actually brilliant.
Yeah, I love it. And yeah, because they're so helpful and like yeah, I just think it'd be funny to like go and to not know what you're getting, and then to
Yeah.
like do like your character creation where you're just like there on the spot and you go, right, random roll. I've got a gnome artificer. Fuck. Just like, or you could end up with like Goliath Paladin, and you're like, someone's gonna die.
I did it. I printed out all the little tokens on bits of paper, shuffled them up, put them on the table, and went, right, everyone put their finger out and just point to a card. And they're like, right, what's this for? I'm like, flip it over. That's your class for the campaign. And they're like, oh.
Go do it,
Just
go
like-
do it again.
Yeah, yeah.
I think maybe let them know beforehand, because I think what that can do is if you go like, man, I hate sorcerers. I really just hate playing a sorcerer, and then you're like, fuck. And it's like, I fucking love sorcerer. It's such a great class because of meta magic and stuff like that. But what's the class? I'm not a fan of warlock. 2 spell slots. Yeah, you get them back on a short rest, but it's just eat, sleep, repeat with like Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast.
No.
And yes, things like that Pact of the Blade and then going into Paladin dip is great, but there's something about keeping the purity of one class that I really like. That I've multi-class now in different things, but actually I really like, especially playing Fizzwiz on Dragonlance. It's like, you know what, being a wizard the whole way through is fucking great. Like, and that's my favourite class. Whereas Steve from there's like, nah, fuck that, hate wizard, warlock. And I'm like, fair enough, everyone's different. But, I mean, favourite classes in D&D. What's everyone going with?
It's barbarian. It's got-
Barbarian, yeah. I mean, outright
it's
beat.
easy. I don't have to think about it.
Eat, sleep, hit, repeat.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Mine's probably fighter. I think.
Yeah,
Cleric.
I like cleric as well.
Yeah.
Paladin.
Love cleric.
Paladin. Yeah. Do you have a favourite one?
I don't have enough experience
No.
to say. I've only had one
Ranger?
session.
Ranger. I love
Barbarian.
Ranger.
You like barbarian?
Yeah, when you played.
That's not what I'm saying. I've said I've had one session of Barbarian. I haven't got to figure it
Ah.
out properly.
Yeah, I love wizard and I love cleric. I think they're my 2 favourites. But whereas cleric before for me was like the up one, but now wizard, I'm like, oh, I can still be as helpful without being all the damage. So I
Yeah.
like that. But we should probably talk more about Starfinder as we come back into part 2 of this session. You guys have this night of sleep on the ship, and during the night, obviously, Kaz sees this, and Calix sees it as well, but Calix is probably at home, I'm going to say, and you get it's almost like a comet hits the atmosphere, like that little burst of light, and then the trail that comes off it, and
But Kiki said that it looks
a
like
vessel has entered the atmosphere. You don't think it's like a capital ship or anything like that. It can't be because it was like a small thing. But you can't really gauge the actual size of it. Whether you do anything with that now or you tell people later, that's up to you. But the night proceeds and the morning is a beautiful sunny day. This beautiful aura in the sky that just moves like pink and purple smoke in water, and there is like a light dew on the ground, but it's going to very quickly evaporate in the Koshorian warmth. But at the moment it's probably like 15, 16 degrees, like a nice fresh cool morning, and yeah, you guys are free to do as you please.
I think I might just sort of say to Geeky is like, can you just do sort of long range scans, planetary, as far away as you can go, and just let me know if you happen to find any vessels that are nearby, any information you can find. Keep me updated.
Yes, the scan that I did
Updated.
was I was attempting a planetary scan, but this aura that is here it seems to interfere with the sensors on the ship.
Okay.
I couldn't tell what class of vehicle or anything like that, but it's definitely a vehicle of some kind entering the atmosphere. Should anything be a lot closer, I will keep you updated and let you know.
Awesome.
You hear a knock at the airlock. Can I come in now?
What's the password?
I'm sorry.
We didn't tell him
I
about.
love that you've taken this like badass pirate, tech, like data stealer, and you're like, you sleep with the air, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that'll do. I like that. Oh, here you go.
Are you sure we didn't tell him the password?
I don't know.
I don't think I know the password, to be honest.
Falcon?
No, that's the emergency
No,
word.
okay.
That's the let's go word.
Oh, okay.
But you guys have a password for the ship. Or is it just
Probably
like
make
Cranberry.
one.
Just,
that is some callback?
Yeah.
Wow.
What did you just say?
Cranberries.
Cranberries.
oh,
Agra.
fuck. Jesus,
I'm
yeah.
sure we did a password.
I can't remember.
I thought there's a password this whole time where I could just literally just unlock it and walk through.
I will check back and see if there is a password. But if you have and you don't remember it, good luck getting back on your
Well,
ship.
let's make a new
No,
password.
a password for us to let him back on the ship, not for us to get on it.
No.
No?
Let's say that the new password is going to be.
And by that
Toucan.
we don't mean the
Toucan.
ship's going to blow up if we don't say toucan.
It's now.
So you can find like maybe it's like the old like Nokia like you've got to press the numbers and then you
Yeah.
remember it's like 88666
Eight?
222
It'll be eight 'cause it's.
toucan. It's a C.
Or is it going to be toucan but...
I'm not going to sit here and
Yeah.
Nokia code the word toucan.
You just did.
Toucan with the number 2.
Toucan.
Toucan.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can like sit there and like and you put it into the ship. Basically, it's like that's now your like code for like the basically your access to the ship. Otherwise, it has to be like manually done every time by you guys. But now you can be like, right, cool. As long as somebody's got the passcode, they can go. Bloop, 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 bloop.
I just want to check before we go off. How bulky is Lamp?
One bulk. I should have added that.
Yeah,
as
I've got
an
him on my
item.
thing. Just going to see if he encumbers me too much if I take him. Lamp.
Sorry,
That's right. Yeah, I'm going to take Lamp with us.
Yeah.
Can Lamp fit in my briefcase?
No, you have to
You
basically.
have a glove?
I do have a glove.
Do you have a glove?
He's in the glove.
Cool. So the lamp goes into the glove. Otherwise, they have these straps on them. You have to wear them like a backpack, and they're essentially like a radio pack that allows for, as the name says, I think it's
Yeah.
like liaison, amplifying, messaging.
Person.
Oh,
Something else.
I am going to wear it on my back because I've got extra armour in my glove, so I will backpack him.
Yep. You can get it retrofitted onto armor. If you get it retrofitted onto heavy armor,
Yeah.
it will then negate the bulk of it because heavy armor allows you to carry extra bulk anyway. But you have to take up an upgrade slot with that. Sure.
It also probably can't wear heavy armour as two.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Probably not as an envoy.
Not yet.
I've got quite heavy armour. But,
you want-
are you in control of
I'm alright to carry Lamp. I'm fine. I've got I've got all my things to go. I've got my backpack lamp. I've got my glove. I've got my orb sling. I'm well set.
Alrighty. No
Shall
worries.
we
Roy Orbison.
foot on?
Let's foot on ground. Yes.
Okay. So.
Let's meet up with Calix first.
Okay, Lex.
And yeah, Calix would probably like come out to you like as you guys are having breakfast on the ship or anything, and would enter the ship and be like, "Oh, cool, that's the code." Probably lets Ida in. Like, "Oh, come in, get some breakfast." And then yeah, you guys can
Salad?
make your merry way.
Did anyone else see the ship enter the atmosphere?
Ooh.
Oh, I thought it was a comet. Like,
Oh, you
north.
saw it as well?
Yeah, it was like a.
Yeah,
Sky.
I spoke to Geeky. We had a few scans. It was a vessel, but we can't scan anymore because of the interplanetary wordy magic stuff. So
Could it be?
We expecting anyone?
I
No
don't
one
think so.
could.
Not this soon, anyway.
Rena's too far away, I imagine.
Could it be Hopper for Ren?
He said, well, Ren said he was going to meet Hopper on Station Z.
Maybe he's got to get there, hasn't he? So it could have been sending a little something over. Well, we might find out.
Ren, is this you?
Response,
you.
it's like, no, that's not me.
Oh.
Hopper's yet to come down. I was going to stay for a couple of days.
Okay.
Um,
There's a vessel coming in. I don't know who.
I'll try and keep an eye on it.
Cool. Just
I'll,
thought that you know.
I'll get in touch with Hopper and see if he knows anything.
I think it's Aslanti.
Oh.
That's my guess.
I say so. We have to keep our eyes peeled for interlopers, eh?
Although I feel like they might come in more than just one ship. If it was
Maybe.
them.
Or could be a scout.
It's true.
Send a little guy ahead to have a little look around.
It's very true. Anyway, well, I mean, we can't see any more, so we must as well just
Onwards.
get the fuck on, as they say.
Yes.
Can I make sure the ship is like super secure that there will be no one getting on there, even with our password? Maybe a little booby trap of an electric shock if they try and get on
Keep
there.
Dave safe.
Okay, so if you want to booby trap the ship, and you want to electrocute somebody, should they try? Is this like on the rear hatch? Is it on the fuselage hatch? Is it in case?
Like the main bit.
Yeah.
Main
And are you wanting it to be so that you put in a countermeasure that essentially means that, like, if they get the code wrong, they get electrocuted?
Yeah, I'd like it to alert us as well. If like providing interference allows, I'm assuming it won't once we get so far, but
So, because it's not something that's part of the ship and you don't have countermeasures on there as the ship build, what you can do is through the night, you can get somebody to give me an engineering check to see if that's something that you can work on to physically build and do on the door.
normally, but she's having an off day. 15.
15. Not with the amount of time you've got. With a bit longer, you think you could, but it is something that you could possibly do with ship upgrades, is to put in countermeasures that stop people from getting onto the ship. Otherwise, with G33, you can be like, you know, keep it locked, keep it secure, and they're like, I will inform you should anybody else enter the vessel without permissions.
Can you just not let them enter the vessel without permissions?
I can do, and I will do, but if somebody was to hack into the system, or if somebody was to force entry, that is also a possibility.
If someone attempts to hack in or force entry, can you just fly up?
Yes, I can, but it will take a minute to begin the thrusters and everything.
That's fine. Do what
I
you
think it'll
can.
be fine. It's in the middle of Koshoria, yeah?
Yes, with unidentified flying objects around.
So, same as everywhere.
Yeah, basically, it's going to be engaging no matter what. Right, let's find this goddamn river. Let's
Wonderful.
walk along.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Wait, I just want now.
Very easy to find the river because it runs through the town.
Yes.
And I think what happens here is that we would probably see like a moment where you guys are walking out from the ship, which would be in the fields of flight, meeting Calix out in the fields, and probably Ren and Epo would also be like, you know, well, good luck and seeing you off and stuff. Along with Calix's family, who are all just like, good luck, Calix, oh, you're going to be amazing, and stuff like that. And they're all just like cheering him on. And we see, like, as you guys begin to go north out of the, essentially, like, the gap between K3 and K1, as that's also the direction that the orb is pulling, this like feeling of wanting to explore that way, wanting to move in that direction. And yeah, we just see maybe like the crew, like the back of them as they like begin to head out, and you can see the river, and it's at this point it's very wide and slow moving, and you can see every now and again like little threads of silver, which you probably heard people call it the Silken River. Is probably why, because there are these like threads of silk all coming down every now and again that just glint in the light of day, and it seems very calm and serene in this moment as you guys begin to follow it northwards. You can see probably off in the distance, good few miles away, the start of a smattering of trees, like tall, thin, spindly trees, but they're all kind of sporadic. They're not really dense straight away, but you can see that that eventually leads to a denser canopy and what looks to be a huge jungle way, way off in the distance, but in this morning light you can just about make it out. You can see the river in parts where it meanders through the landscape, where it tucks behind a hill or like dips. Well, it looks like a hill makes it dip into a valley, which physically can't do. But yeah, you get little patches where you can see where the river's going to go and you can gauge where you need to be. Could I please?
Oh God.
It begins.
Oh God.
I'll start with Calix, so I will roll this one. Just need a D20 roll.
Oh.
It's a 19.
Takes 19 days.
That'd be awful. So.
We get 6 presents.
Somebody got a D6.
Yes.
All of us.
Just one. Somebody roll it.
5.
Alex, could you roll me a d12, please? Oh, what does it mean?
Whoa.
The numbers, they line up.
Mason.
7.
What the numbers mean?
It
I was a
has
7.
this many eyes and this many legs.
That's a throwback.
And this many brains.
During maybe 4 or 5 hours of walking, talking, and it's not uncomfortable at this point, it's just still warm. And you can feel it getting a bit more humid and a bit warmer. But somewhere out in the distance, you just see some kind of avian creatures in this dense thicket, just like a whole flock of them just disperse from the tree line. And everyone give me a perception check.
14.
20.
22.
36,
12.
13.
13, and Calix. Okay. Definitely you, Skull, can see that some of the trees seem to like part
Fuck.
where the birds were dispersing from, and it's almost like they sort of like rustle and rattle maybe, but they definitely are pushed apart by something. You maybe hear just on the wind just a
Chewy.
and it's really quiet, like, but something loud, very far away, made a noise.
I will relay that and point to the trees where they parteth.
Yeah.
I'll have my rifle out just to.
Calix, what is that?
I'll try and do the imitation of. It'll be really bad because I can't do it.
A space whale.
I'll just be like,
I mean,
Oh, parrot.
when you point out the trees, that's everybody can then hear. So that's a nat 20, by the way,
Ooh.
for Calix, and I'm going to give them
I shall probably
A.
have a weapon out. Would be useful.
life science. It's not great.
Not the
There are many different creatures that live in the living dream, but I'm not quite sure what that one would be. It sounded big though.
Is it? Should we keep our distance, or is that something that's going to eventually find us? Is it hunting us?
Well, I don't know if it's hunting something else. I mean, we're moving towards it. I don't think it's hunting us. It certainly sounded big.
I'm gonna get my tiny pistol out.
Yeah, but we're talking like miles away. Like,
Yeah, I just feel like I probably shouldn't have walked any distance without having a weapon out.
fair enough. But the rest of the afternoon,
Just keep moving.
nothing really of note
Tremble.
there's nothing really of note. You then begin to start seeing these as you move closer. As you're getting closer as well, you notice the river is getting faster and faster as you are beginning to see that maybe you're on a slight incline, moving up a little bit, and you can tell that where the town is probably where the water's calmest, as now we're starting to see like definite like rocks that are in the middle that disperse water around them, and you can see like every now and again there's like drops and rapids and stuff, but it's not. You'd still think you'd be able to swim in it. It's just quite fast moving at this point. But you move closer, you start seeing these sporadic thin trees, and the trees themselves. Something that you note is that there's not much wood used within the town, so it's not like these are sporadic because they've been chopped down or anything. It's just obviously maybe the start of the edge of a jungle, the edge of a forest. You know, it doesn't just always go there it is. But these trees have like these really fine branches, and then the leaves on them, which are the trunks themselves are like brown with like this white bark, and then they have these like vine leaves which just drape down, and it looks like somebody's hung stuff on them, but this is their natural leafage. It's weird. It looks like they're constantly wet, and like somebody has just tipped a load of water over something covered in ribbons, essentially. That's the kind of aesthetic that you're getting for the tree at this point. Every now and again, though, you start to see little piles of rocks, which are created in almost, you can tell, an artistry where they've gone, a big rock, a small rock, a big rock, a small rock, a big rock, and then draped a small silk patch over it. Some of them are like bunting and triangular, some of them are like strips, and each one has either a bead or a little tiny weave to it. Kate's like, I think these are the start of prayers. These are what we would do if we were going to pray. We make these and then offer them. So these are either, I'll give them a check. Because they should. Yeah. These will be used as either grave markings or they will be used as prayer offerings. Everyone's different when it comes to the burial rites, but this could be a grave or it could be just someone who wanted to make a prayer out here in nature. Probably early evening time, you are starting to wonder whether or not it's time to bed down or it's, you're going to press on. It cools a little bit at night time out here. It's not as cool as it was back in the town, a couple of miles down the road, but it's still comfortable at this point. Probably early to mid-evening, so it's starting to get dark. That purple's getting a bit deeper in the sky. You can hear different kinds of flying creatures up in the distance. Just something happening. Starting to hear that the river is starting to sound louder now because they're getting into the dark stillness. What would you like to do?
Smooth day so far.
Do we want to find somewhere relatively safe to make camp?
I would actually like to look for any signs of someone else having previously made shelter.
Yeah, okay, so that sounds like a survival check.
I'll do the same.
Yeah.
With my survivor kit.
Anybody else can do that if they want to?
19.
20.
20.
14.
14.
17.
17.
Checking.
No.
Should
First
we
thing,
just find somewhere safe?
That's 21,
I'm
sorry.
supervising.
yeah, for all of you that made survival checks, the first thing you notice is that on some of the trees are these like silk pouches that are quite old and worn, but you've seen these before. You've seen these in the town. These are like little sleeping pods that you can tell that somebody has created and then hung on the tree, and they've probably slept in that off the ground. You don't see the signs of any encampments on the ground, but what you do notice is older footprints. Boots, maybe you see some scuff marks on the ground where there's been a roll mat, where there's been a tent, but nothing in the signs of like a campfire or anything like that.
I was actually looking for underground bunkers.
Unlikely.
You don't find
There's a
any
vault.
with that check, which is a good start.
Metal detector. Beep, 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 beep. Oh fuck, it's just rock.
We're saying that you do find a hole in the ground. It's probably not right where you are, but probably 100 feet off to one side away from the river. Something maybe 10 foot wide, burrowed out of the ground or into the ground here.
That's large. That's a large.
Skulker's just like, that's large.
That's a large hole. You guys, look at this hole.
It's beautiful.
Wow, that is pretty big.
Freaky.
So what is it, like a chasm sort of thing, or like a
No, so
footprint
you're
or-
on these like plains at the moment where there are hills and stuff, but it's so far between them that it seems really flat. But what you're seeing on the ground here is a definitive mound mark where something has come up, and then the rest of the soil has collapsed in on itself, and it is a sizable at 45-degree angle that then goes down into what should have been a tunnel that's obviously collapsed behind itself, or where it's gone. Hole. Something has very clearly burrowed up or down through this area.
Do we
Fine
know
work.
of any? Does Skalkon know of any massive June-like worms?
Spare
You can give me a life science check as you inspect the hole.
24.
Okay. So maybe you start beginning to think, yeah, what things burrow, and you start thinking of worms and the kind of things that you would find that burrow on different planets, especially with Demalco's past, your home planet, and everybody living underground. It's clearly not man-made, and the thing that gives that away is that dried and around some of the edges of it seems to be some kind of like crystalline substance. It's not loads of it, but it's enough that you recognise a trail almost that's gone into it. And when you go to touch it, it sort of snaps.
Okay.
Cool. You can add some crystalline slime to your
I'm
Character sheet.
definitely gonna use that.
Some sort of big slug.
Ooh, gross.
That's
Then I'm gonna
what I know.
Margarita time.
Ooh. Mojitos.
Mojito.
I don't like the way you say that.
Now
Mojito.
Ruth says it.
Mojito.
But I mean, are we?
It's as safe as anywhere, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I know there's a big asshole here, but I mean,
Yeah, maybe a little away from the hole.
Yeah, don't get away from the hole.
Yeah.
Cover
Amongst
it
like some thicket or something. And
Shovel it.
can I try and get some of like the vines and things to kind of put over the tent to kind of make it blend a little bit more?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
To get rid of the chemical smell that probably a mass-produced thing has.
Survivalist.
I'm not even going to give you a
Smells like
survival
the
roll into
office.
that. It's quite easy to like, and they come down relatively easy. It's like the branch itself snaps, and you end up with like part of a branch and
Yeah.
just long. It's like some kind of kelp almost, where it's just long and ever so slightly moist, and it's squidgy to the touch. It's like a thick leaf that, as you press into it, like you can see your thumbprint and then, or impression, and then it comes back outside. And you can put those over the tent, and they're quite heavy
Yeah.
for the tent, but the tent can survive that.
Cool.
Definitely has a smell to it. It's not caustic or anything like that, but it's kind of, it's a bit muddy, maybe. Yeah.
Calix also wants some slime crystals.
Cool. I've done a check for Calix on Life Science, and they rolled a 10 total. So they're not sure what it is, but they're like, oh, okay.
I want it.
They take a small sample of this crystalline substance. And if this is where you guys are bedding down for the night,
Yeah.
I would like somebody else to roll a d20, please.
I'll do it.
Come on, mate.
15.
15.
I don't need to sleep when I've got Roy. I just need to sort of chill for at least 4 hours.
Okay.
So if someone wants to chill with me for 4 hours and then go to sleep, I can take the rest of the watch.
I'll chill with you.
Nice. Do you want to look at Playbird?
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Over this 4 hours, while everybody else sleeps, and you get your, you probably watch 4 hours before you take your 4 hours, like doing nothing and just kind of like sitting with the orb. You sense that like this pull is still there, but as you find yourself getting tireder through the day, it lessens off until you get to the rest point. You can feel it still wants to go that way, but there seems to be an understanding of you needing to stop. But it still slightly tugs in a way, and you just get this feeling from it that like, okay, yeah, it sort of understands why, it's not still moving.
Cheers, Roy.
Since you rolled it, can I have a d12, please?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. 12.
That fucking rolled, didn't it?
Went for miles.
Okay. The wind picks up, and maybe 4 or 5 hours into the night, you hear the tent. Like when the wind batters against the sides of it, it does that like flappy thing where it's like, fuck. And you get really annoyed and you should never go camping. And you feel the wind pick up. It's probably coming south, so from the north. And who would be awake at that point? Or is anybody awake?
It'll be
Well,
me and
yeah.
TJ.
Okay. Perception checks, please. Do any of you have low light or dark vision?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
I've got low
I
light.
don't think so.
Damn.
Fuck
No.
me.
Dark vision can see through eyelids, right?
Oh, yeah.
14.
15.
You're going to take a -4 because it's night time, so it's 10. And you're going to take a -2 because you've got low light vision. But the Koshorian sky still offers this deep purple colour as it moves through, almost like its own nebula or aurora borealis. And what you see off in the distance is a glow, sort of bloom from the silhouetted tree line of a distant canopy. And a pinkish sort of ultraviolet, like fluorescent, seems to like bloom, this like mist almost. And you probably watch it for the next 30, 40 minutes. And then you feel the wind sort of like shifting in another direction. You watch as it sort of like drifts.
It's a very beautiful planet.
It is, isn't it?
And it is. It's something to behold. It's like, even in the rest of the darkness in this night sky, this just like cloud of light just sparkles and moves. And eventually it either goes far enough away that it's now really small, or it's dispersed across the top of the canopy. I'm not sure. Morning arrives and you can all take a long rest if you need to. And at the start of this day, you find yourself, again, it's warmer, there's more humidity in the air. It's not uncomfortable yet or anything like that, but at the start of a new day, you are in this sporadic area of trees, you've still got the river there. I hand over to you. Is it a case of plod along and carry on?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone.
Onward.
Yep.
Who's rolling the next D20 for me, please?
I'll do it.
It's not in the tray.
I didn't intend it for doing in the tray.
It's not a tray
Do you
roll.
want me to put it in the tray?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You would take, so this is the thing, it's like you
Yeah.
didn't try and roll
Yeah,
it in the
exactly.
tray, so for you and me that's like
Yeah. So 6.
6. Okay.
Okay.
If you roll me a D8 please, and if you roll an 8, roll again.
2.
2. Oh, this is fun.
Okay.
Okay, so, let me just change the colour on that.
Do you think that plume was poison?
Maybe. It's very pretty poison.
Spores.
Give me a life science check. Or a physical science check.
What, the plume you didn't see?
So I probably would have. TJ's filming everything. He can do some playback.
Check this out.
Kaz, look at this shit.
Fucking hell. Life science or what?
Or physical science.
Yeah. I'll do. What doesn't matter? They're both the same. 23.
Yeah, you imagine that that was probably some kind of spores or something that like erupted, and then the wind was moving it around, as it's described and shown. That's probably what that was.
Maybe a big
taste
old
of
mushroom.
Ooh.
Taste of things maybe to come. However, aha! I say to you, good sir, however,
You specifically.
Yes.
What?
in fact, everybody give me a perception check.
Yeah.
I'll give one for Calix. Calix!
Natural 1.
Woo-hoo! For a total of. Calix did right.
23.
Pwah.
15.
16.
11.
26.
Damn!
Woo!
So, you get to a really lovely area. Maybe there's like a drop of a small waterfall. There's like a small lake that the water's collecting in. You can see some of these like larger bits of silk have come away from somewhere upstream and are floating down to here. And at first you think, wow, there's litter on this planet. But then you realise it's the silk and it's either being washed away or going downstream, whatever. And there's something stunning about this place that you just have to stop and take it in for a moment. And as you're all looking around, and Kate's like, yeah, it truly is beautiful. I've never been this far away from Cassiopeia, like on the surface before. But yeah. And in this sort of open area, there's probably like a big field as well, and it's not like enclosed by trees or anything at this point. But you just see sat in the middle of a large patch of grass. Maybe like you can see it like sat next to like a pool of water or something. A small, long-eared creature. It's sat on its like hind legs, and it's got these like what you imagine to be powerful-looking hips, kind of like nimble legs, but then the hips are really quite strong. It's got these like long ears that come down to its side, and it looks small and brown and furry.
Have we seen something like this before?
You can give me a recall knowledge check, and you can add life science to that,
No punning.
or you can add mysticism to that.
It's just like some sort of anglerfish.
Terrible anyway. 7.
Maybe, I don't know.
Fucking kangaroo.
It's a roo. I'm thinking specifically the node.
What does he nod?
I mean, it's bearing similarities. It looks like the same sort of maybe mammal of some kind.
It's like the bunny in the jar.
It's probably
In the node, remember the
60
bunny?
foot away from you at this point.
Is it that small? Is it?
I don't know.
I remember. I seem to remember it being like this.
Yeah, but to me it was like this.
Maybe like Calix.
They look across, they're like, oh. And you just watch as its head is like, and it turns like quicker than it should. It's like it snaps round, and there are these like dark void eyes, and its ears just like move up, and you can see teeth all around the inside of it.
Oh,
you can also see that like there are wounds and it's bleeding all over its body. I need you guys to roll initiative for me,
Fuck's
please.
sake.
Knew it. That weren't no fucking bunny.
No fucking bunny.
So, let me get some GM tools. And I am going to bring out a map.
A loop.
Which is quite fun, because I get to use my new Loki battle maps.
Hey.
So,
I must say, Ian, the playlist is absolute fire tonight.
Is it not the same?
it's the same.
Yeah, but it's just everything's syncing up really nicely tonight, and it's just been an absolute bop.
Literally.
Thanks to Loki Battle Mats for sending out some cool stuff and giving me the chance to use it, because I like them for these random encounters. So I think we're going to use that one to start. Let's go with.
Such heavy arms.
Put this one down here, like so. And I'm
Gorgeous.
going to. Gorgeous! I'll let somebody else. Jack, I'm going to let you zoom in on that as I bring it a little bit closer. Probably also Graham. I've got the power.
He's got the power.
The power of hoodoo.
You do?
I think you should roll computers before you try moving the camera.
That'll do.
That'll do.
I will cut your hands off.
Sorry.
I will nail you.
I'm going to do it like this.
No, you
They
fucking.
hurted.
Because I said it was near some
Why?
water.
The irony's not lost.
A bunny.
I mean,
Oh.
So you give me the power
Can we
now.
eat it?
Yes, we can.
Zoom more. Zoom more.
I've only used to
That's
have
it.
your
This is all I could do, Can. I'm getting her all she's got.
Enhance! Enhance!
I'm going to throw a grenade.
grenade.
You lovest thou the holy hand grenade towards thy foe.
So you know when I was like, however,
Yeah.
I was just like,
Ooh, being naughty in my sight.
controversial opinion, I'm not a big fan of Monty Python.
Oh, get out. I love it.
No, you get out.
Fine.
Goody.
Put down some random old
I
trees.
recognise these trees.
Yeah. These are from, that can go anywhere down there, it doesn't overly matter. This isn't a precise map. We are just putting down a wee bit of terrain.
Oh, fuck a wee bit.
You guys may place yourself anywhere down in that bottom corner. I've realised that your other TJ Mini is in the house. I still haven't given it to you.
I can't wait.
TJ 2.0.
Yeah.
Collector's
Freedom
edition.
fighter TJ.
Upgrades, people. Upgrades.
It's probably sweeter than some.
Can you put me in the vicinity of Roos? Yeah, that'll do.
Hey, buddy.
And Calix, I imagine, is going to be back
Where's
here
Dad?
somewhere.
Let me touch your sword.
Look at the formation we got going on.
Love it.
What a lovely little triangle.
It's a 1-2-3 formation. All right.
Oh,
Do one finger over. Give me Koshoria football folk.
of the founding member of the Koshoras.
Sponsored
By Stella.
Stella. Hero.
I'm a wife.
Hero.
Favourite 32 galaxies.
He's coming home.
I think
not
there's
though,
more
is
to
it?
this Sonic than meets the eye.
Well, they're coming home, but
You have definitively all seen one of these before. This is, in fact, a Kyuru. You have seen them in the note. It was in a
Cage thing.
little like glass box, and when you got close to it, it was like slamming itself against it. So Calix rolled a 11 plus their
Was I actually there then?
yes.
Yeah.
Calix rolled an 11 plus that, which is going
The
to
second time we went in. It's me, I would have saw it.
Okay, so Kaz,
Calix looked up. 14.
14 for Kaz. Roos,
10.
10 for Roos. Calix is done, Roos is done. TJ,
13.
Same.
Woo!
your dex one of hers higher, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
So
Yeah,
you're
will be.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just a little chubby guy.
Ida,
14.
your dex mod will be higher.
I'm 13, not 14.
Yes, but your dex mod's higher, so I'm bumping you up to 14 because
I
they rolled a
see.
13 as well. So which then, who's got the high dex mod there?
I'm +3.
I'm +1.
You're going down to 12.
What did you
Where I
say?
belong.
What did you say?
What? No, don't say fuck.
Can't say fuck anymore.
I did say 14.
Cash was also 14.
I'm all.
Oh, Is that the other one that you did
No,
not?
it's the same one every
Oh,
time.
okay.
Is it?
No.
You
it's
swapped
the other
sides.
Yeah,
You broke the left one
yeah.
last time.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You're even in and out, mate. It's alright.
Anyway,
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
I haven't had one of those in months.
Fuck it.
Can I do it with advantage
Oh,
if I eat
Ian,
it?
no.
How much? I will
No.
prostitute my Twitch. How much for me to eat the
Expired.
God knows how old Dairy Dunker? You donate.
It's got to be more than 20 quid.
Yeah, because the projectile vomit is
Yeah,
going to happen
yeah.
afterwards.
I'll get you some loperamide. We'll
20 grand.
Ian, no.
20
20
grand.
grand.
it'll make you a dice set.
I don't think it's worth the long-term issues.
So many creatures that I've got ready, and I need to find the one that I want.
Do.
Right, I will use my phone. Sorry. The
Skelkin should move up to 15 because I'm on 14 also.
Cool. I see. I've got the high dex one.
You've
Yeah.
got a higher dex model.
So I just bumped
Went from-
myself
yeah.
up because I have better
You went
dex
13 to
mods than
40,
you.
but now you're matching with me, so you're in 15.
So homebrew rules, normally I'd let you decide, I mean, as rules are written, it should be like, you guys decide who goes in what order, but because that means indecision, I just go, right, who's got the highest dex mod? They get bumped up, or they get bumped down, depending on who rolled where. So, unless you specifically are like, I want to go last in this fight, and you actively are like, yeah, no, I'm going to delay my turn, and that's when, because you can change your initiative order by delaying anyway, so, or going down apparently. 15 Kuru is going to be, so,
Do you want to be after me?
No.
Well,
I'm fine with it, I just don't understand it.
That's just how it's worked out. 'cause
but when
we
you all roll the same,
grouped
you
up
can't all
together.
have your turn at the same time. So your dex mod your dex is your speed. That's how quick you are at
But if
reacting.
I bump up to 15,
Yeah.
the 14, 13, then 12, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
The maths is nothing.
They
My
do.
mouth's been mapping.
8, 4. Okay, so you see its head snap towards you all, and then you just feel this like presence, and Calix is just like, oh, that's not good. And yes, Golk, you're up first.
Can I shoot it?
Yep.
Oh, shoot it.
I'm not
very
really sure what happened with this, or if it's actually a gun, but it says small arms and it says optical laser. Not sure where I got it from.
It was in somebody's eye.
Oh, I can't use it. That's really upsetting because it has
Augmentation.
has the longest distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are 85 feet away. Fucking shut up.
So can I work out the sniper rifle?
Yes. So, movement action, you then take out the sniper rifle, and yeah, you can take a shot.
Yeah, I want to.
What's the distance like?
100 foot.
100 foot, cool. And it's like 500 with like, if you aimed it. So yeah, yeah, take
And
a
I
shot.
can't trick shot with that.
No, you can't. So,
Move.
well, you can do. No, because it's got the unwieldy property. There is a feat you can take which allows you to do it, but it. Yeah, as if you want to like, be like, I'm hardcore going in on sniper mode. It's a great mode, but. Yeah.
90.
19.
Is that K, is it?
A P?
Yeah. PSN.
Where are you?
Knew it was going to happen.
Sorry.
Sorry about this.
Fucking better be.
Whilst we
I wasn't
wait,
expecting this one so early on.
why don't you hop on over to
Hey.
Oh.
www.warriorprince3d.etsy.com. Yay, thank you.
That was
Yay.
Yay. You
Thank
can
you,
also
Daddy.
thank you, Papa. Love you, Daddy.
Not that. Oh god.
There we go. 19 KAC or EAC.
So shoot a crit stick, daddy.
Piercing is KAC. Hits just. KAC is 19.
Ooh,
Fucking hell.
jeez.
That's one hardy ass
Ain't no
bullet.
bunny.
He's a big bunny.
Who's a good boy?
He's such a good boy.
You see its head go.
Skadoosh.
Kill it.
This is with the Sahobat rifle, isn't it? So like, Skelkin like pulls it off the back and he's like, and it's this massive fucking rifle. It's like, not only is it long, it's like thick with two C's, and it's just like, goosh.
God, that's got some girth.
Good.
So recoil just flies backwards.
Oh, that doesn't work.
That
does
is that cool?
Fuck off. That was 2.
2
Plus 4.
plus 4, so
Yeah.
6 points of damage. It's like, goosh, and maybe it's because it's like the first time you're firing without having it like aimed on its bipod or anything. So like the recoil does get you by surprise, and yeah, it like clips like the underside of the ear and the side of the face, and you just see like a little bit of flesh just flick off, and it just stares as you can see it like getting ready to move in this moment. Anything else from yourself?
I don't think I can do anything.
Yeah, cool. So,
Minor adjustments to the position.
Taz, Umbra. You watch Skelkin take out this rifle and Calix says, that's not good. Goosh! It like flicks a bit up and it doesn't seem to flinch. But you're up.
Okay. I am thinking I will. I think I'm going to move up 30 foot in some sort of direction. Diagonals was the yes, wasn't it?
Yes, but if you're going to move diagonals, use the stick. Simply because we then get imbalances between like
Right.
everyone going, cool, 30-foot diagonal is like 65 foot realistically.
Okay, and then I am. Oh, fuck off.
And I fuck off. You got this, guys. Rep.
Bye.
45. Shit, I'm not quite in range. Piss. Christ, I'll take a shot anyway with my plasma rifle.
Yeah.
It is 5 foot out of my normal range.
Okay, so you take a -2 penalty to the attack roll for it being outside of your range increment.
Okay, dokie.
Which I like, that it's like a -2 instead of disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah. 9.
And it's almost in this moment that, like, it just looks like it shimmers. And maybe it's not that it's... You're not badly off target or anything like that, it's just, it's so small.
It's a small target.
Yeah, so it's just...
Lots of foliage.
Yeah, and it looks like it's about to get moving. If there's nothing else from you,
Man's prepped.
Ida.
Yeah, I'm good.
How far away did you say we were? About 80 foot, you said?
85 foot for Skelkin.
Cool.
I imagine it's pretty similar for you.
Yeah.
Maybe 90.
Cool. No, that's cool. As a full action, I'm going to cast
Yellow tape measure.
Magic Missile. So literally you just see me almost raise my prosthetic hand up as the hand kind of comes like back on itself, and because it's a full action, I shoot out 3 magic missiles which just instantaneously hit.
That's
They
17.
do indeed roll damage. 17 inches. So,
3,
willies.
5, and 3.
I wish!
On a good day.
17 willies! And a half. So if 12 inches is 60 foot.
Then how many willies does Willy have?
This is what I've got to do the maths in
So
my head, but like...
there's another 5. Alright. So probably about 85 foot.
Yeah, 85 foot.
It's not what you said, but what you said.
Cool. So yeah, you... how many dots?
3 for a total of 3, 5, 3, so that is 11.
11 points of magic missile damage yours.
You can't go wrong with Magic Missile there.
Can I use a reaction there?
Yeah.
So
Use your reaction anytime you want.
I am going to use my sudden shift improvisation. So, oh no, shit! I can't use it 'cause he's too far away. No, forget it. I'm not going to use that there.
Cool.
Sorry, just saw the thing. Nope. Why are you so far away, little bunny?
It won't be for long.
Okay.
Is it then?
Anything else from you, Ida?
Nope, that's
Just
my
staying where you are and launching it off.
That's all I can do, 'cause it's a
Lovely.
full action.
Cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like it. So this is something to point out for spellcasters in Starfinder. Sometimes it's not like one standard action is like one action, but a full action is like your whole turn to cast that spell. So
For 11 damage though.
Yeah.
exactly.
And I don't have to get into range.
Also for mechanics. Because that's the kind of mechanics where like you've looked into it yourself and
Yeah.
gone, no, I can't do anything else. You could have been like, yeah, I totally do, and then I'd have been like later on going, oh, actually, James, I think you'll find that.
Oh, yeah?
Well, technically,
technically.
so absolutely acrostic for that one. So they're getting handed out. No, Calix is up. Calix is just like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh Desna. They are going to.
I think you snapped out of existence.
Yeah.
Is it on the ground?
What have you lost?
The cred stick.
Oh yeah.
Threw it on the ground.
You know the rules. So
Oh, there it is.
Hey.
It's mine.
I think they, from where they are, 'cause it's 140 feet, you begin to see like the cat's cradle, and they form it into this like bow, and then you just watch this ethereal arrow like materialize, like silk weaving into the form of the shaft and the head, and then he lets go of the string. It launches it like a regular bow, and then it makes the cat's cradle of magic disappear as it does it, like it's a fuse going around. And this arrow, and we'd watch it like as like Robin Hood films, like down the shaft as it's like bending like in slow motion through the air. That needs to be a. Oh, it's not great.
Not even.
Oh dear. True
It's plus 7 though.
Calix fashion.
Unfortunately, true Calix fashion, it goes just past. Curse of Calix, eh?
Okay.
But that is a one standard action. They're going to move their 30 feet,
Up the tree.
basically 30 foot towards Kaz. So basically put them where that thin bit and the red bit is of the back one.
Yeah.
There, perfect. They're up to there and they're like, I think these things are bad. 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 And then that'll be the end of
Shit.
Oh God, what's wrong with its eyes?
To be fair, like, it hasn't attacked us. We've just seen its eyes and gone,
Nah, fuck that.
hell no.
Hell no.
Very true.
Very natural.
Well, one of them did try to kill us in the node. It just they had a box around it.
Yeah. You've seen how aggressive they can be.
But I'd be
TJ.
aggressive if I was
Oh,
in the
hello.
box.
Cool. So I'm going to use, let's get my camera out of the way for ease a second. I'm going to use my 30 feet to block me there. How far away does that then put?
Oh, you bugger, you're just out of range, you little
I
shit.
need like a D&D tape measure that's got like 5 foot, 10 foot, 20 foot, 30 foot, 50 foot, 60 foot, something like that.
Oh, you're doing.
Look, if you get a tape measure and use like alcohol to wipe all the numbers off and then put it on yourself.
Mr. Logic.
Cred stick?
Oh, you ruined it for yourself there, mate.
shot.
Did he ask for help?
Yes.
Here at Dragonborn Industries, we do not advocate asking. No, we do. We absolutely do advocate asking for help.
I'm going to spend a resolve point to use some more movement to get me here.
God.
I know. And then you're going to love this. I'm going to use another one. So, because it's more help this way to people. I'm going to call out to my comrades. All right, lads, let's mixomatosis this up for my Gedem. So we're going to have a +1.
That's pretty good.
Thank
I
you,
like that.
thank you.
Feeling less generous now.
Yeah, no,
You had
listen, my Getems are my Getems. They're just for me more than anyone else. I think then, so that's move. Yeah, and there's my action. I'm going to pew a little thing with my laser pistol. I don't. 11 EAC.
Misses as it now begins to. You can see it like. Maybe at this point is where it's like ducking down. It's starting to move faster and faster as it's getting up. And like again, you guys are all just run in. But it's as it's changing its position that like you were just unfortunately missing. Anything else from TJ?
That's everything from me.
Bruce.
Oh, fuck off. So I thought somebody else was going to go before me.
Yep, you're last in the order, minus this thing which rolled shit.
Right.
Makes a nice
I'm going to move. I'm just going to spread out a little bit.
Do you want the
Yeah, go on. Is that 30 foot?
use 3?
So if you put yourself into the divot of the first one, the end one will then make it 30 foot. So it's like 0, 5, 10, 15, 20.
I'm going to just spread out a little bit here. And can I move again?
So
does that work?
you
Only if you
can
use resolve
do
point.
if you spend your action to do so,
Yeah.
or you can spend a resolve point to gain another movement action.
I'm going to spend a resolve point.
Yeah. So mark off the resolve point for me, please.
You look way too happy when we do that.
I love it because the thing is like this is the risk versus reward, and I am a huge fan of that because you are like, okay, you know what? You're weighing up the likelihood of you dying in this encounter, so you're spending your resolve on your abilities to do more. That's the whole point of them. But it also means, I'm going to get you. That if I get you, you're gone.
Go there.
Yeah?
I think that's it, isn't it?
So you've got movement, and then you spent resolve to move again, so you've still got an action.
So if you got a gun or something,
I do have a gun.
you can shoot.
I've got my semi-auto pistol with a fireburst chamber, which is 30 foot. Fireburst chamber. Oh.
Get him. Get him.
So I would say that, I'm afraid,
It's
is just outside of the increment.
35 foot.
So you take a -2 to this attack.
But you've got a +1 from Get him.
Okay.
So you take a
gonna be
-1 to
Minus
this
one.
attack.
Okay.
This is where he crits.
So 13, 12. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
13, 12.
Sorry, yeah, 12.
So you rolled a 13 dice,
Yeah, -1.
-1 plus whatever it is to attack on your gun.
So you're
Oh, 16. Yeah, sorry, I'm fat. Yeah, 16.
16 total.
Yeah.
Misses, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Make sure you mark those ammunitions up as well as they're going down, please. As next up. Is
no,
El
yes,
Kizuru.
of course.
It's almost like its image is flickering slightly as you see like these horrible teeth and these weeping wounds, and then all of a sudden you see this like really cute looking adorable creature, and then it seems to shift back again, like almost like it's transmuting its own skin, and you can see it like physically like shape-shifting. And now, like as you get that close, its eyes just look like the darkest voids.
Oh, I wanted to attune as well. Sorry.
Can we
Yeah.
put it
Is that
into
right?
the glove of holding?
It just runs up and it disappears in the glove.
I love that idea.
Something horrible's going to happen if it's a void thing.
Yeah.
However,
It's a creature. Then.
because it's a creature, it's not an object.
So it won't go in.
It won't go in unless it's dead, and then it becomes an object.
Oh, I was planning on throwing a grenade in with it, so it's kind of needs to be alive.
Get in.
And they get only one item on that
Yeah.
one. But I like the thought.
Oh, yeah.
I like it a
What
lot.
if I stuff the grenade in the thing and then put...
When
This
does
is
two
becoming
items become
too
one?
complicated.
To become one.
It's like
Jesus Christ.
it's like a Pokeball.
Void Bunny, I choose you.
Void, but no, fuck.
Okay, so
The guns
Too
are
less.
buttoned.
Hey, Louis, mate. Suddenly a void bunny.
How bad
much
can it
damage
be
could it
with a
really do?
19 KAC?
It doesn't mean nothing.
It's Wabbit season.
It's higher than me,
The
mate.
web is George.
Lower than me.
Pet the bunny,
That's your bunny.
Bunny TJ. Alternate universe. Yeah.
okay, so
Pet the bunny
I
Vork.
want to read ability on this.
No, a bit.
Not replying, bitch.
19 KC to Irus. Okay, cool. So I need to make me a fortitude save, please.
Is that just a straight roll?
So it's a D20 roll plus your fortitude save, which should be a quick near the top. It's a saving throw.
Fortitude. Jack?
Hello, mate.
Where's my fortitude?
Your fortitude.
Oh, there it is.
Should be on your quick.
Oh, that's a 12.
Oh.
Fails.
Oh.
What in Roos's past
Oh, shit.
would be something that
It's a therapy.
would almost be cruel to witness for him again? Something that would be... What would hurt?
The death of.
Whip backstory out.
I know who you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The death. That death.
Yeah.
Seeing her go like crazy and then somebody bash her.
Yeah. And so this is what, for viewers, and what Bruce sees for a moment is it looks at you, and then these like wounds open up on its side, and these just teeth come launching out, these like spiked barbs, and they just and you first of all take whoa. Somebody roll me a D8, please.
Jesus.
I can't, I've just packed
Go on,
it
Alex.
away.
Be responsible for your own
Yeah.
fate.
I like getting you guys to roll the damage as well. This is quite fun.
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
It's a fucking one.
Plus, so you take 7 points of piercing damage, and then as they hit you, your vision goes black, and then you wake up, and you are back outside that door, Decada Prior, grinning as you watch as this Lashunta next to you is like, "It's okay, Roos. You've taught me well. I'll do it." And she moves forwards, and you close the door behind her, and you just see this, like, through this tiny little window, she begins to move down the corridor like a proper tactician, a proper soldier, and then all of a sudden she gets, like, hit into the side of the wall by some lab technician whose eye is too big, their mouth is, like, hanging off, and then she begins to, like, shoot this auto rifle as they move back towards the door, more of them coming down the corridor. She drops the rifle, she turns to run back to the door, but somebody catches up to her and they just smash her face into the glass, and this person with this massive eye is just laughing. And you can't hear them, it's silent, but then you can see them laughing as they're just smashing her head repeatedly into the glass as you start to see like the face start to cave in, but then a smile creep across her face. And then I need you to roll me, please, another d6.
Fuck me.
This is a bad bunny.
This is why I take mushrooms. 5.
You take another 6 points of piercing damage.
Shit.
That's a bad bunny.
Boy.
It then
Oh, crap.
Because that's only one action.
It's got lair actions or something.
No, that's just one of its attacks.
Shit.
But it has special abilities on top of that. Oh, 40 foot of movement. Let's have a play.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
You look squishy.
Come at me, brother.
You screamed last as well.
Don't
Coming
come
for
at
me.
30.
Hello, friend.
Oh no.
That'll get me into melee easy.
Yeah, I thought it would.
It runs up into melee. Then,
With the same size.
it's not far off being that much shorter than you.
It's terrifying to you, isn't it? I
Could ride it.
Oh, that'd be cool as shit, wouldn't it? A void bunny mount.
Void bunny steed. Onwards,
Shooting teeth out.
Pinocchio.
Damn it. It's not even resolve points.
Oh.
That's the end of its go. That's
Shame.
annoying. I really want to do something else there.
Hello.
Skelkin, you watch as it just like launches these like tooth spikes in the distance towards Roosh. Roosh goes, takes the hit. It then like with unnatural speed just like bounds and like moves with this like unnatural quietness as well as it lands and then sits in front of TJ and begins to like look up at them. She'll go.
I'm in a bit of a predicament here because now my line of sight is completely fucked.
So yes, unfortunately your line of sight is fucked. However, you can still shoot for a friendly square, and I'm not going to have you hit them, even on a nat 1. They will just get partial cover from that.
Can I move so it's not partial cover and then shoot?
Yeah, absolutely. Just depends on if you wanted to do anything else with a movement action or not.
Technically
But
that's basically.
I don't think you need to aim because you're not that far away from them, so you can still just take the shot.
Oh, no, that's not good.
It's still with the sniper rifle.
Yeah. I get +5 and then the +1. Yeah, no. No.
No, total below 19.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else from Skelkin?
Can I do it again?
You can spend a resolve point to move some more, or you can move some more. You can only move what, 10 foot?
Maybe 20 foot.
I seem to get like more bonuses. Can I get out? So that's my 2 shots anyway. I'm not going to waste a turn reloading. Oh no, I didn't use the shot. Alex.
You shot in the first round, and you shot in this round, so that's 2 shots.
I think there's a distinct possibility that it might be very close next time, so I'm going to change my weapon.
Yeah?
But what 2? No.
Pistol whip that bitch.
Well, my survival knife has bigger bonuses than my guns.
Yeah, it's because it's an operative weapon. You get to add dex and stuff like that, and like you get your expertise and stuff, so just got to get up close and personal.
Does it mean when it says thrown 20 foot that I still get that +6 if I throw it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you just, after 20 foot, that's when you start taking, the 40 foot would be -2, 60 foot -4.
I have 2. Can I take 2 out?
Yep, so you can sling the rifle and then take out your daggers, not a problem.
Yeah.
But that's probably the end of your
Yeah,
go.
that's-
Kaz, you are up.
Okay. I will. Just double check my team.
Where are you?
I will drop my rifle.
Yep.
I will move 15 foot to get behind the bunny.
What, flanking?
I will then resolve point to get.
Is that where you were? I was going to say that that's where your rifle is.
I think I was just here.
Go.
So I've dropped my rifle. I've moved, and then I'm going to resolve point to get another move action to then use, and then I get my sword out. Damn right.
How's it look with the new blade?
Oh, it looks fucking sweet. It's,
Just says like written in crayon.
Fucking sweet.
Fucking mint.
I think you know they get the
Yes,
that
queen.
heat shimmer over the edge of the desert.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that as you look at it. It's like vibrating.
Looks fucking sweet,
It's
Kaz.
fucking sweet. Damn right. And then I'm just gonna go in for a slash.
Yeah, go for it.
A flanking bonus.
+2.
Cool.
Starts pissing on
+1 for the
Get him. Yeah.
+1 for the get 'em.
Shit.
+3 to this.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that went for a 20 to a 2.
Is that 2?
That was a 2. Look.
Roll it again.
Yeah. That's not, oh.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Is that?
Is that?
So I'm going to earn some more now.
Come on.
It's a 1.
Okay, that's much better. Plus
It's not one.
plus 3 extras. Yeah. Okay, that's exactly 19.
Is it
KAC hits.
It's F and S actually.
It's got slashing in there, so the
Yeah.
slashing's technically done first.
Okay.
Because it is a physical weapon.
Okay.
So,
Alright, yeah, cool. Right.
fucking shit?
Hitty.
hitty.
13.
13.
F and S.
See another big wound
Nice.
across it.
And
Gaping.
here I am going to use my
Arsehole.
reaction
Yeah.
to do a sudden shift.
Yep.
So that any ally within 60 feet here can take a guarded step as a reaction. So if you need to like get out of the
Okay.
bunny's range, you can take a guarded step. Your speed is reduced by 5 feet until the end of your next turn, but it's a get out of
That's pretty
melee.
fucking good.
Free.
Yeah, it means you can all
Holy
take a guarded
shit.
step right now if you needed to. So basically, yourself and Kaz are the only ones that need to.
Yeah,
That means that you're not in melee.
and that is what I will do.
That you're aware of. Are you going to move?
I've already used a reaction, so I can't really, can I? Because I've already
Oh,
reacted.
just say, okay, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's for my bro.
I've done all my things. Yes.
So are you going to take the guarded step?
Oh. Wait. So is the guarded step as a reaction, right?
Yeah.
So I don't need to spend it now
Okay, cool.
because
Sweet.
I spend it as a reaction.
Yep, sweet.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
I completely
Yeah.
agree.
Okay. Make sure.
Okay, cool. So, Ida, you're up.
I'm going to do exactly what I did the first time.
Yeah. So the hand I don't think the hand's gone down, has it?
It's literally just, you can almost hear it like whirring as it's reloaded, and it's just again,
Roll the damage.
expansion shots.
So I take it you only get the flanking bonus if you're the ones flanking.
Yes. And it's only a melee thing as well.
Oh, okay.
5, 2, and if it would actually let me roll the others, so that's 7, another 11.
It's doing work.
Those wounds are starting to look bigger.
Good.
So it'll be one big wound.
Evil.
Anything else? That's a full action. So no. Calix is up. Calix will. Let's go with solar flare. Are they within 60? Yeah, easy. They bring out the cat's cradle once more, and it like flares in the middle. Okay, that's not bad. It's not enough to hit though. Calix, I'm
One
so
day
sorry.
solar
Oh my
flare will work for
God.
Calix.
It's worth once, I
One
think.
day.
Be like, darn it! Yeah, I'm not going to have them move anywhere else. Where's my encounter? There's my encounter. TJ, you're up.
Okay, I'm probably a bit slow on this, so bear with me because it's been forever since I've done this. I want to get. I've got my briefcase. I'm going to try for the trick attack
So,
with it. So it's a roll first,
no,
isn't it?
you actually don't get trick attack this one. It's got the operative property,
Yeah.
but only if you are a operative.
It's in my briefcase.
It is, but if anybody else, like if Skelcom was wielding that, she could use trick attack because that's part of her class features. So it's something I got wrong at the very start.
Okay,
Because if you had attack knife, it would still say
so I can't use that at all.
no.
Right. So my briefcase is useless.
It's just a club.
Right. Okay.
But it has the operative trait if you are a operative.
Right. Okay. I wish I'd known that a little while ago.
I missed it when you first used it in episode 1.
Yeah.
And I let you go for it because I forgot that I made it.
Is
But
there
then-
a way we can get rid of that at some point then? So that I don't think it's.
So because it's not just you, anybody else can pick
I
up one
see.
of those.
Cool.
And there are maybe operative for Stokies, or if you took
Got it.
the Stokies and operative, or if you had that weapon, Skelcom could use a trick attack with it basically.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to do another bad bunny for a get 'em. And I'm just going to try and hit it with my briefcase.
Yep.
Club in the head.
That's a dirty 20.
Hits.
Holy.
For
That'd be so funny.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
It's only
Next
just
contact.
less than my fucking sniper rifle.
No.
It leaves like a heavy dent in its like spine, like kinks it. Anything else from yourself?
No.
We've got two people to go, including the QU. So then we'll probably call it there for the max. It's 9:30 now. Bruce.
So after this like vision, he's kind of like shakes his head, and you can see he's visibly like knocked for 6. You see like a single tear roll down his beak, and he's just like, "Oh, you're dog meat, pal." He just like turns around. 5.
Yeah, you easily get there in 30.
Yeah, I get straight up to him.
Dog me, pal.
You don't get the flanking bonus from your position, I'm afraid.
That's
because
fine.
You have to be in.
And I'm literally just gonna be like, solo weapon. I'm gonna just mince meat this thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'm hoping this doesn't kill it
Why?
because I want it to do
It wants
something
more
really
stuff.
We're all just wailing on this
Ooh,
spot.
That is a 24.
fun. Yeah,
No.
No.
absolutely
You
hits.
cave its head in.
What was it? 1d6 plus 12.
That fusion, like in that random roll,
That is 14.
14 points.
Yeah.
Did you even use the get 'em? Or was it only a get 'em for yourself?
No, it's a getting for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I didn't
didn't.
even need
So
it.
25 to hit.
25 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Okay, so remember that if you're going to take... No, you can't take the full action because you've moved.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you spent a resolve point to move and then
No, I didn't.
did a double hit. So, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just say you can't do that for now. So bear in mind. So that was 14 points of damage, yeah?
Yes.
So that's...
Did I say 14 or 13?
You said 14, you
14.
rolled a 2.
Fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Swoosh! And it's almost like you snap its back legs. Yet it doesn't seem phased by it. As it stays, like it moves back into the sitting position, like bringing its legs back in, as it changes into a cute little bunny. Its eyes widen, these big brown eyes that aren't voids anymore, all look up at you.
Bunny.
Kill it.
Could you all make me, who is ever within 30 feet?
Nope.
Or Calix is just out, I think. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So it's literally just TJ, Kaz, and Rus. Could I have a will save, please?
Is this bleed, disease, poison, sleep, or an illusion spell or effect?
Or a fear effect.
No.
Cool.
None of the above?
None of the above.
So will.
16,
18.
23.
18, 23, 16. All of you pass. As you see it like look up at you, and then its eyes seem to just, you can feel this magical influence as your eyes meet it, and for a moment you are just fixated on it, but you steal your mind. Instead of getting the fascinated condition,
I'd still be fascinated by something you want to kill.
Bunny.
oh no, actually, that's it. There's no
effect
thing that was
at all.
successful. There's loads if you fail it though. But with that, we will probably bring the stream to a close at the end of its go. That's 2 actions by the way, that's its movement and something else to do that. As it looks at you and you get this sense of like, you think that like it would have had control of your mind or something
Oh shit.
if you would have failed that and you'd not steeled your minds against it. And maybe for Roos it's rage, maybe for Kaz it's a long history, maybe for you it's like this new adventure. I don't know. It's up to you guys how that
This
is.
is fun.
Yeah, it doesn't go off, and we'll be starting next week, still in this combat, but at the top of the round. Thank you very much to everybody who has been watching. Thank you to stream supporters, from sponsors to people who are sending us out product to use for the show. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to my players. Thank you to everybody watching live on Twitch. Podcast will be out later tonight, which is like the 15th of July. Over halfway through the year. We got the live show in a few weeks. Most of my costumes arrived.
Yay.
So I get to get painting and get making. And we will see you all later on. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe, all the good stuff. Yeah, I guess.
Don't forget to use your Amazon Prime sub.
There we go. Thank you very much, James. Shame you're not getting credited for it. If you have Amazon Prime, you can sub up for free. Just get Twitch Gaming, it's free. You then just go to the website, go onto the subscribe, and you'll tick the little box that says user of Amazon Prime. That'd be awesome if you do, because yeah, it shows what stream we can do cool things and get more cool things. I'm going to stop talking, we're going to go. May those dice gods be ever in your favour. See you guys all later on.
Bye. Later.